Go. we go, reaching for the sky. Every train home never dies, on the edge as the numbers fly. Checking the charts, midnight glory, heartbeat thumping, another story. Green and red, flashing voices loud, future kings standing on their cloud. Checking the charts with AI, up we go, reaching for the sky. Every train home never dies, on the edge as the numbers fly. Checking the charts, tracking the charts, midnight glory. Time to re-in-awe, it's blending. Mind on fire, never ending. Dreams of gold, let's fight. Push on through the endless night. Push on through the endless night. Push on through the endless night.
Friends, welcome. Final day of the BDH showdown. I am still in first place. We've got one more trading day left, apparently. Do I take home the gold? Is somebody going to YOLO into first place today? That's the real question. Actually, so I don't blow up the account, I need to program the account to stop right before blow up when I do make a trade today. Doesn't go below that. And give me a little bit of fat on that too. Right, how much? Okay. Alrighty. We're ready to do this, guys. I was blind and now I can see. Well, with my glasses off, I was blind. All right. It sounds so epic when I say it that way. Friends, how are you? Okay. Good morning. Black sheep in despair. I have scoliosis. Ryan, wait. You're waiting for Matt? Matt's here. And Pickle, he's downstairs. He's sad that iDoc isn't here. He's whining at the door in the room that she sleeps in, thinking she's there. It's pretty adorable. Elaine, what's up? Simon, what's up? Info. Guys. Oh my god, Battlefield 6 launches today. Don't forget to go to my Discord, go to the gaming channel, drop your ID in there. Look for my ID. We're gonna all squat up and have some fun today. Maybe I'll cut the afternoon stream early so I can play video games. You know, this is why I got into trading, not to make money, but so I could just play games whenever I want, you know what I'm saying? No, but seriously though, we're gonna squat up this weekend. Have some fun, y'all. Y'all play Battlefield 6, it'll be exciting. Brian Wade, Frank Underwood, Trady, Lord Woodslinger. What's up, Sam Lynn, Trey? Oh, man. Ryan. Ryan's the best. What's up, Sticky? David, out of time. What's up, man? Out of time, winning like 2 times yesterday on the wheel spinning, or maybe it's the day before. Bulk's part. What's up, man? Market, please don't die today. We'll see it, right? Welcome, Giselle. Hey, welcome to the crew. Ryan Wade, MD. Does everyone know if the drawdown BDH is drawn on 5K, you're only allowed to lose a total of 5K? It's a drawdown on 5K daily from the end of the day balance, but it doesn't reset 5K. It's 5K off of the high. So an example is if you went up 5,000 one day, the next day you start over with 5,000 drawdown. If you lose 2,000 that day, then the next day you got 3,000 of drawdown. It never goes up. So you can lose $5,000 total from the end of the day high. The highest end of the day you have. And once you lose 5,000, you're dead. That's why I put a stop on my trade of 8 to stop me with $500 left in it so I don't bust the account. If you hit the 5,000, the account actually busts. It started over. I had to reset my first one because of that. Good morning. Gamma, what's up? Gamma's back. Is it possible to owe a prop firm live account? Like the example you have, heavy long circuit breaker, theoretically negative. No, because the prop firm account is their money, not yours. When you have a prop firm live account, at least in my experience with the 2 that I have, you sign an agreement to trade their money. The account is open in your name, but it's let me start over. Actually, hold on. The account is in my name. So that's very possible that I'd be liable for the underside risk. But we're both okay, that's not a question I don't know the answer. But when I think about it, when they did open my first live account was an Edge Clear account with Bleacher Funding. And I had to fill out an application for it, just like a real brokerage account. But they open it for you. See, that's the thing. I don't know how an account where 2 parties are on the account work. I don't know if it's I'm on the account, they have the access, they're on the account, I have the access. But I'm very sure it's under my name because I get the tax doc for it. So it's very true that, or it's probably true that you are in the same liabilities to that live account as you would be in your own live account that's not prop live. So right, if you go underneath, you probably be the person that owed the money. But so would the prop firm, I would thought. So the question is, who would be liable if you hit a circuit breaker and your account goes negative? Like if you didn't pay, the prop firm would have to pay, or they'd be off the hook and it's all on you. Very interesting question. I would say because my name's on the account, I would assume that I'm fully liable for it. I wouldn't assume anything otherwise, but great question. Yeah, you have to treat it right. You can't just like YOLO it and into a circuit breaker, you know? I'm gonna win and buy you all a Lambo. Hell yeah. So I got a deal. You guys ready for this? If I win the BDH, I'm not gonna count my chickens early for they hatch. Here's the deal. If I win, I made a special deal with My Fund and Futures. A special deal. I'm talking about to get accounts for practically nothing. Like if I were to go buy like 300 or 500 accounts with My Fund and Futures with that $10,000, and they gave me a huge fucking deal on it. I just got it from them, and I gave them all away to you guys. How's that sound? Like not just buying the accounts at 100 something bucks. I tell them to sell them to me for 10 bucks a piece. And I go buy like 500 or 1,000 or however many they'll give me. I texted Matt Leach last night and told him my idea. And I said, I'll do a giveaway every day for a month. Let me buy the accounts for me for like 10 bucks a pop. Let's see what he says. He's a busy boy, but maybe he'll get back to me today. So essentially, I'm just going to give the $10,000 away. If I win it. Somebody said, wait, hold on. Somebody said something earlier about the boot camp. If I can find it. Hold on. Hey, if you ain't first, you're last. There we go. When am I coming to get tattooed by you? Bro, Sam, I would 100% like get a tattoo. I love your avatar, by the way. A skull, man. That's sick. You know me and my love for skulls. Hell yeah, man. I want a rocket scooter logo, but like I want it to be fancied, like out the back of it. I want it to be like on the back of the rocket, or maybe on the wheels, just like crazy skulls, and the back is like actual flames. I'd want it to be like a romanticized version of the actual one, not the corporate version, and just look sick, like sick as hell. Axel, there you go, says about 6 hours into the boot camp and you've never seen anything like this in your 15 years of trading. Excellent, Axel. What are your thoughts? What are you picking up from it that's so substantially different? And what sets it apart? I'm trying to data mine all your custom stock data on this. You haven't found anything powerful enough. Any suggestions? You're trying to data mine for your custom stock scanner. You have to. Where are you getting your data from? And are you creating like your own scanner? Or are you trying to use a scanner like in another piece of software? That's the question. Are you trying to build something like a scanner? How's it feel the market today? Dude, it's been so weird. Up, down, up, down, up, down. I can't even like, I can't even fathom. Up, down, up, down, up, down. The market, the VIX is still stuck above triple B. This is the weirdest thing. It's like winding up to crash, but it never does. We are overdue for just a day where this shit just gets below 17, 18. That's what I'm telling you guys. Y'all have been here long enough to know that this never really happens. Hey, IDOC is here. What's up? I remember her. You know what happened? IDOC dumped me and she ran away to Boston to live with another trading streamer. It's sad days. Yeah, it was a long time coming. I knew my days were numbered. She's making somebody blue juice now just to rub it into my face. Like, no, like she's like, I used to make green juice for this loser, but now I'm making you blue juice one step better. It's got berries in it. Just to spite me. 67, 68. Slightly better trader, Matt. Yeah, he's slightly better trader. He's got slightly better prescription glasses, you know, slightly sharper part in his hair. His name is Nat 25-159. Another flat open, guys. This is like a repeat of yesterday. Okay, so do I coin flip up or coin flip down? Why is it like this every day? IDOC, I'm gonna make you guilty. I'm gonna guilt you into coming home. Ready? Since you left us, Pickle, I took him downstairs and I opened the door. He ran right back upstairs to the bedroom and he's sitting in front of the bedroom door like this, wagging his tail, trying to get back into the bedroom. I went downstairs, carried him downstairs again, fed him treats, did tricks with him. And then the minute I started making my coffee, he runs back upstairs and he's clawing at the door, whimpering. And right now he's clawing at the door, whimpering. He thinks you're still in there in bed. Like he's literally, I can hear him now. So what do you do when I go to work? You cuddle this dog for like 2 hours in the morning? Is that his routine? You guys just lay in there and spoil this boy? Because that seems to be his routine. Like, it's like I pull him away from it. It's like a magnet. He's running right back in there. He wants to get back in bed. That's his routine. Can I answer my DMs soon? Usually DMs on Discord I don't get to until the weekend sometimes. I'm sorry, I know you guys are trying to get into the classes and stuff. I'll get to them tonight, I promise. Says you had to catch up on the bootcamp video, saw their video. I'm a genius. Crazy how you practically spying on the market makers to determine where most exchanges will happen. Yeah, I mean, if you really think about it, if you start studying options math, it becomes like a natural conclusion to all the options math. The first thing I did when I started looking at that stuff was tell myself, wow, I can use this to predict volume. It's only a matter of time. Like I immediately saw the equations, how Black-Scholes worked, and I was like, I can detect where trading's going to happen with this math. And I figure other people would have come to a similar conclusion with like a similar mathematical background. Maybe there's a bunch of hedge funds out there that do something similar, but it seems logical conclusion, right? Black-Scholes is like the supply and demand of options at a price and a time, and you can use that, and all the Greeks are kind of derivatives of that. And then you can say, well, you have the Greeks, let's reverse into that supply and demand. Where's that volume coming from? Because the volume is what changes the price of those options. If people are bombarding the bid on some call, the call's going to go up in money, right? And so VIX is the sensitivity to that price change. Friends, I'm glad that you like the bootcamp, man. It's really awesome. Kind of like how that company Opera or whatever provides information to the public that you're able to use to tailor for your pivots. That's it. And I'm sure other large institutions have come to a similar conclusion, because to me, it blows my mind that other like retail providers haven't really chased that path down. It's like any mathematician would look at this and say, that's what I can do with this, right? So I'm not really sure if a lot of indicator and algo sales had the mathematical prowess to explore further. I don't know. According to like my weird brain, I look at what's available in retail Wall Street, and I look at this stuff and it's very simple. Like even spot gamma, which is a clone of us, is a very rudimentary version of understanding options. I look at it and I look at all the math and I go, to an average person, this looks like a lot of extra data, but to like a sophisticated like creator, it looks like it's lacking the most important parts of what you're trying to do. So most people haven't achieved the level of being able to find an actionable volume pivot from options data. And that's really the goal. There's a million options gamma exposure copycats out there, and they're all copying what we're doing, marketing themselves as market maker, this and that. And then they provide you the answer, and you look at their stuff and it looks like this. It's a noisy histogram like this. Or you look at the bottom and it's kind of like, you know, it's like some kind of line like that. Like, here's your gamma exposure. And you're just like, what am I supposed to do with that? There's like 5 different levels, options, peaks, valleys. Mine is like, here it is. This is the level. That's it. And that's where you're going to see the volume. And honestly, like the ultimate goal of anything that you have that's sophisticated is its ultimate simplicity, right? The more elegant something is, the better the solution. It's a mathematics thing. Join the premium subs and marketplaces that give you access to the bootcamp. Yes, it does, Lim. 100%. Wait, you're in Reno? Dude, I'll be going to probably Vegas next month. So I come on over. Do my imposters keep texting you in Discord? Man, they're ruthless, dude. They're so ruthless. I'm still in first place in BDH, baby. Announcement number 1. These folks are close enough to overtake me for the win. If the market is a flat day, then 10 contracts won't get you there. Jack's pretty close, so it's neck and neck. And that guy Jag has been such a cool sport, good boy, been nice. Kind of befriended him. He seems to be a cool guy. If anybody else wins besides me, I hope it's him or any of you guys. So it is neck and neck. I'm going to make a trade today just to sustain the lead, so we'll see what happens. But yep, there we go. Contest is almost over. One more day left. And if the market doesn't swing really hard, I've got it. So I'm excited to see that happen. Announcement number 1, I am going to win, and I'm going to take the $10,000 that I win and give 100% of it away to you guys in the public. I reached out to My Funded Futures last night as one final announcement, and I asked them if I could buy 300, 500,000 accounts. I'm like, give me a huge, let's make an event out of this. Let's make a whole month-long event where I buy like 500, 300 something, whatever you'll give me for 10,000 bucks. Give them to me for like $10 a piece, and I'll give away 30 My Funded Futures accounts every single day on my morning stream. How does that sound? And then I'm gonna, just because I promised Slacks to give him a bonus, I'm gonna give him a huge fat bonus just out of my paycheck because he's been kicking it. Kicking ass. Oh shit, I got an ant on my foot. Who do you think you are, bro? We're friends here. Why you? Oh, I lost him. I wasn't even gonna kill him. Well, motherfucker's gonna bite me again. I was gonna show you. I had an ant just over here gnawing on my foot. Bitch. Big old Texas fire ant. He was huge. I was like, something on my foot is singing. The thing was the size of a pencil eraser. Anyways, that's announcement number 1. So I'll be giving away like 20, 30 accounts a day. That's what I asked them. I'm asking my prop partners. I would love for somebody to give me 1,000 accounts. That's number 1. Number 2, you remember that pump and dumper who was responsible for the AMC craze, the ape craze or whatever? The person who pumped and dumped AMC to everybody's grandma and coworker and then dumped it onto them and built a platform out of it and scammed everybody in the world, convincing people that a movie theater during COVID was the next big thing, and people somehow figured out that it was, or thought that it was, and the guy scammed everybody and made millions of dollars and then sort of disappeared. Now he came back and he's selling prop from affiliate codes. Well, we challenged a trading contest and I just finished my application. About to whoop his ass in November for contest number 2. He's doing everything he can to dodge. So he was mad that I was winning the contest with funded future contest with Pat Whelan. Decided to run his mouth and say, "Oh, you're not that good at trading, whatever." And I was like, "Let's go, 50K head to head. Let's go." The application has been completed for my new TradeAvate account, and it's on November 1st. I'll be crushing skulls, and I know he thinks he's going to figure out a way to back out of it. I'm going to ask you guys to do me a favor. Don't let him. Full court press on socials. He will wake up with the taste of my name in his mouth every day until fucking Christmas. Make sure he remembers that he's in a contest. He said he agreed. With the guy that created the AMC ape phenomenon. Remember the Matt and Trey, the 2 losers that promoted AMC and GameStop and built a platform out of it? Now they're hawking affiliate codes for prop firms because they've run out of money and their star is diminishing. And they decide they want to pretend to be futures traders. So to get even for all the scamming, I'm going to show the world that this person can't trade for shit. My account's been open. So yeah, everybody, you go tell your grandma I'm about to get revenge. Oh, I invested $80 in the game. See, YOLO to the moon, diamond hands. He won't put his 50K down. Well, I think he went to ask his mom to borrow 50K. You know, he looks like he's out of money. But that's announcement number 2. November 1st, November 30th, we're gonna have a trading contest. IDOC is with Lance. Oh, IDOC has a hey IDOC, that's so sweet. You know, I made $100 million. She does love money, I'm gonna tell you. That's the guy she would end up with if she left me. Anyways, those are the announcements. Lance is quite the looker. Oh yeah, he's handsome. Yeah, Lance is so weird and awkward. If I were in bed with him, I'd put a bag over his personality too. He's a goofy looking motherfucker and he's weird. So, is Matt still leading? I am for now. The last update was yesterday afternoon. There wasn't an update overnight, which is scaring me. I wanted to see an update like at midnight to see who YOLO'd overnight to give me guidance on what I'm going to do today. But nothing yet. What's P&L today? Uh, 74,000 still. Something like that. 75,022. So it says, what do I trade? Excuse your newbiness. Are you buying or selling ES at, yeah, I'm buying and buying and selling S&P and NASDAQ futures on the stream. Oh. 15 minutes of market opens, guys. Today, the government is still shut down, so we're not having the non-farm payrolls, I don't think. We should be having Michigan numbers come out, and that's not government, so Michigan numbers coming out 43 minutes. That's going to be the news event for the day. And in a weird fashion, we still have the VIX futures above 1718 triple B contango midpoint, which is pretty much securing this choppy, volatile up and down market. If I were to take a guess from here, it is very hard to guess what's going to happen. If you want to put a gun to my head, I'm still going to pick up. It's just so weird that the VIX hasn't decayed. So we're either winding up for November to be like the shittiest month ever, or we are winding up for something. But October 14th is when we roll into a new VIX contract, and hopefully the VIX starts moving. It's just weird and trapped. We've never seen the VIX do this, and I don't know how many years the VIX has just implanted itself slightly above the contango midpoint without decaying. You guys see that unusual structure, right? This is normal. This is not. And this is starting to build up pressure this way, which is usually weird because you don't normally see that. The VIX is constant decay. So something is pushing the VIX up, like people are betting on something happening. You see there's 0 months that look like that on this hourly chart. You'll see that, right? No months where VIX just hovers and doesn't decay. I really can't explain it. You guys can see how distinctively different this is. Like I said, this is a very confusing month. This is only led for the market to not be bearish enough to crash, but not be bullish enough to not crash in the middle of the day. So this is having the days do this, 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 this. It's like a sawtooth going up. And that's a characteristic of, yeah, there's some volatility potential, but not a lot because the VVIX is low and the VIX is coming right back down. So any volatility is coming up and down and up and down and up. So I'm going to tell you guys, in my 15 years of trading, I've not really seen something like this in a very long time. And I can't remember the last time I've seen that. Normally when the VIX hovers and builds support, it's usually a sign. Let me see if I can. It's usually a sign of something. And as again, there's no decay, no anything. And I'm going to go back on this daily chart and see if there's any months where VIX just hovered and didn't go anywhere. Like this is one right here. The hell was that? Somebody hear a trumpet sound? The fuck was that? Where the hell did that come from? Like what? What? None of my programs make that sound. Did I get liquidated somewhere? What is that? Was it the ant? He thought I farted? What was that? What in the world? All right, that can't be good. That's not a good sign for today. Yeah, it kind of sounded like a small trumpet toot. All right. It did it again. Where is this coming from? What on earth? I'm not, I just typed something in YouTube. Hold on. No, that wasn't it. They got like a video playing somewhere, like an ad playing somewhere. Oh my God. Who's hacked into my stuff, you guys? How do I set loss limit in Tradevate? So all you do is you click the, in Tradevate, you're going to click the top 3 little bar things on the right. Actually, I think they're like this. You're going to open this up. And when you open that up, all your accounts are going to be listed there. And there's a button underneath each one, and that just says risk settings. And you're going to go there and change your risk settings. You can have all kind of parameters in there. VIX contract on COT. Okay, I'll do that in a little bit. We got to get ready for the market to open. Yeah, I don't think I've really seen many months where the VIX just hovers and that doesn't create volatility. Like when the VIX just hovers, usually it starts to pick up steam. But I've never really seen it hover this long, which has me a little worried about this market. Like it has just hovered. Usually this indicates that every time it's stalled without decay, it means once that buying pressure just stops, the market is a little top heavy from any selling. You see this right here? I get worried about this, and you should as well. When that VIX is not decaying and it's holding above BBB, you understand that the end is probably near, at least for a flush. So even here, up before down, here up, eventually down, but here down before up. So again, patterns don't mean anything, but the fact is when it hovers, we know it's gonna move. So whether it moves down or moves up, whatever the case may be, it's gonna be a definitive move. It's gonna be a strong move, and that's what I want you guys to understand. There's no more like here's an example: hover, big rally and then big crash. Y'all see the response? Once that wound up thing snaps, it gets pretty big. So this would have been like 6 days of rally and then 5 days of crash in September of 2016. So when the market's winding up like this, and here's a great example. Okay. So in August of 2015, where we see this is the one time the VIXs look like this. And then the next month was shit. And then it was bullish for many years after, right? This was leading up into the election. That I remember. Yo, what's up, Pips? I appreciate it, man. Pips coming here dropping memberships for people. My brother, holy crap. Pips and Ticks dropping 50 memberships to the sub. My man. Wow, dude. I'm speechless. That's incredible. I love seeing all this green text on my screen now. Nope, he donated 50 subscriptions to you guys to the actual channel. Now you all get to enter the contest double. That's incredible, man. I really thank you for that. How does it work? Your name is now green, and he just bought you a $6 a month membership. So when you enter your name into our contest, you get double entry now. He just bought you. He gave you guys all a $6 tip to celebrate Friday. So does everybody see this? This is what it gets scary. Now I'm not guaranteeing a sell-off, but this is the kind of stuff you deal with when VIX was weird and flat. Let me post this in Discord, but all you guys know about it. So market is winding up and the moves in the coming weeks are going to be big. Now, in the case of this, y'all all understand what I'm saying, right? The VIX is hovering above BBB with no decay. It's winding up, and usually the move is big, whether it's a big rally, then a big crash, or a big crash. Something typical of VIX winding up is there is going to be some selling at some point. You just don't know when. So whether we rally for like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 exhaustion days and then have that November's dead and then December rallies for the rest of the decade. Holy shit, Pips. My man dropping 50 more. Woo! It's Celebration Friday. We're celebrating winning that BDH thing if we can win it. I feel like it's a good Friday. Like a really good Friday. There already is a Good Friday, which is a really great Friday, by the way. This is it. This is also a Good Friday. Appreciate that. It really means a lot to me, man. Thank you. That's extremely generous of you guys. Thank you for the sub, guys. Welcome to the stream. All right, we're getting ready to go. Oh yeah, and then there's this. Sorry, I forgot to get my P&L on the screen. Good to you guys for y'all. Took some short scalps at the top again. Went to bed. It was probably about maybe like 10, 11 o'clock at night. And I just basically shorted, put some stops in. Went to bed, woke up with that. Guys, do me a favor, smash that like button. Hit it hard. Thank you for the 100 donated subs to the channel. This is the most generous community there is. Did you know we have given away this month? Every month we give away close to 1,000 prop accounts. If you follow me everywhere, I give away about 1,000 accounts. Today, as of today, we've given away 230 bootcamp seats to the bootcamp. 230. How many contracts do I use? For this, on my NASDAQ trades, I did, so this was 355 down to 296. So I did like, they were 3 contracts each for the most part. The market just went up and up and up and up and up. So 58 to 294, it went up 60 points. Usually it moves about like 40 points, give or take. In the overnight, and I just basically was like winging it. I had no strategy other than I was going to take a couple $1,000 loss if I was wrong and make the money if I was right. So let's get ready to roll it. Smash that like button, friends. We are opening, we are dropping. Doesn't this feel exactly like yesterday's trade? There's no difference in this. There's a flat open. We're going to wait for Brazilians who want it to be long and strong, exactly as yesterday. It's incredible. Again, the VIX has been winding up to a degree that it very, very possibly can end up to be like next month is a big moving month. Like I'm talking big moving. And this just been trading down. This looks exactly like it's literally a repeat of yesterday. You can look at the pre-market and the pre-market. This is no different than yesterday's setup. Flat open. Same bullshit. The long at the open failed. Now, maybe we get a repeat. Maybe the long at the open won't fail. VIX is still negative. Guys, do me a favor and smash the like button. See, here I was thinking I should long at the open. What I'm going to do is, we got that good VIX here on S&P. About NASDAQ. Is today the big winding move up? Am I getting squeezed again a second time? Let's just try like keeping it small. One contract here. I do need to take a trade in BDH though. Let's try ES on BDH.
Order filled. Order filled.
Okay, let's take a long on positive res, long S&P. I'm going to trade just a couple of accounts at a time. Same bullshit, same flat open. Who knows what we're going to get. Wait for liquidity maps to come out. I'm just going to take the gamble this time to the upside. Yesterday, it didn't pan out for the downside. Today will be the upside. So again, resilience is positive and it's like 65, which is fucking great. Okay. Let's take the open trade. So now resilience is like 40 and 50. This is great for a flat open. Let's go. I'm going to add a few more in the accounts here. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Market, please don't die today. Oh, man. Is everyone else having liquidity maps open like slightly delayed? Let's run it. Let's run it. Bull long up to the upside. All right, just chasing along. Watch today be the day we go DD band. Is this today the big breakup day? Is that today? Is today the big one? Or do we just pop and drop and sell? All right, let's take the long side. I'm gonna take the long side bet. Resilience is nice and good. Although again, just like yesterday, if it's the same bullshit, we've got A plus set up here and A plus set up here. NASDAQ, if it's just like yesterday, A plus set up way down here. Is this a repeat of yesterday? Is today the same damn trading day as yesterday? I tell you. Why the long? Resilience is pretty strong today, actually. But at least, like, where we are is pretty flat. God, it's like the same freaking day. I'm telling you. All right. Taking the longs here. I'm going to stop underneath the open if I lose. Support, I mean, sorry, underneath the close if I lose. Obviously, my stop loss is right on the other side of that. And if we fall down to there and this falls down to there, I'm going to hold. I've got A plus here and A plus here. A super plus, A plus, 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 all lining up at the same spot. So even if the market doesn't just create and go to a big run up, any fall to there is like a triple plus. Okay. Everything lines up. Hedge pressure, liquidity pocket. This hopefully secures the market being bullish today. And we don't get another stupid day like yesterday. If it's another day like yesterday where the market's on repeat, I'm going to cry. I'm going to bet to the bull side today. Resilience is a little bit stronger, 40 and 20, even though it's flat. Remember, take it with a grain of salt when it's flat. I'm still taking the long side trade off of the open. The 1A setup is the 1A open for the rally up. And again, if it stops, then I've got A plus underneath it. NASDAQ has nothing underneath it for a while. So S&P is going to guide the boat. 91 all the way down to 65. That's a 25-point move, which is very similar to a 90-point move in NASDAQ. So that'll take me all the way down to about to 30. Equivalently so, I'm just going to draw a random line about 30, and I'm going to actually give this line a label. Let's give it like a purple label or something different. We'll put a text label here and we'll call this SPY or ES A+++ equivalent. So we know that where they're both going to aim for the same spot. That's basically it. Actually, that color is garbage. So let's find a better color. Let's just use like a weird gray color. That'll work. Okay. So that is the equivalent support. To the math in my head. If the S&P were to pivot, hopefully the Nasdaq will go with it. Can we get breakout longs today? Guys, do me a favor and smash the like button, friends. We had almost 1,500 people in this stream yesterday. Do I win the BDH tourney today? That's the question. Resilience is pretty decent on the S&P. It's 40. So worst case scenario today, in my opinion, is that the market just dumps and dies. Like it just goes jump, and then we get back up in here. Whatever the case may be, I'm longing at the open, small. I'm going to long down here pretty big, and then of course stop if everything else happens. If S&P loses pocket again, it's a crash. And we know the same thing from yesterday. Let's double check and investigate monthly maps while we're here. God, this was pretty no-brainer here. I think I'll have a 20K day today. Keeps going. BDH account is up almost $1,000 right now. Fingers crossed that I win this thing. If I win the $10,000, guys, I have made a deal with my funded futures. They have texted me back and said it's on. It's a go. I have asked for a massive discount. Now, I don't know exactly what it's going to be, but I asked Matt Leach to give me accounts for like $10 a pop. And I'm going to buy $10,000 worth of them. So I can give away like 1,000 accounts to you guys if I win first place. I'm going to give the whole thing away to this community. The entire thing. You're welcome. I was going to make a deal with one of my prop partners somewhere. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. Okay, that's 15 points. Let's take profit. Let's take profit. Let's take profit. And let's take profit. Just no reason other than getting my 10 points. And again, it's one of those weird days. Oh yeah. All right, that's $1,000 BDH account. That's good. All my shit is green today. Let's pump it. Let's go. Remember, it's the same gamble I took yesterday, but had a different outcome. The open trade with positive res and flat market is, I call it a gamble. It's more like a slightly better than a coin flip sort of play. That's it. Yeah, fully flattened out just on that big straight run up. Very nice. That was pretty clean. That was pretty quick. I'm gonna keep it light, keep it friendly. 20,356. Full disclosure, the Pat Weiland trading account is just a eval account. Woo, baby. It's the same trade as yesterday, just went the other direction. Again, the opening trade when flat markets is usually a gamble. BDH competition account updated. No updates yet. Unless it's over. Wait, is it over? It shouldn't be over. It should be like a day left at least. All right. Nice blast up. Remember, I told you market's kind of wound up and I'm looking for that sort of play up to the upside. SPY monthly maps still in bull zone, which is great. This is looking really solid there. QQQ. Also probably gonna be really deep into bull territory as long as you're above the dark gray. You should be bullish enough. If BDH people aren't first, they're yellowing today. 100% they're yellowing today. There's no way they wouldn't be. Where the hell's my monthly maps? Here it is. QQQ deep into the bull pocket, which is good. Now, I probably shouldn't have taken profit on this, but I mean, when you go straight up 15 points without a retrace, it's better to take some kind of profit just on that scalp and see what happens and what bounces around and see if I get another little dip to play on. After like the last 2 or 3 days have kind of jaded me to this market of just holding anything for too long. Why is it drawing triangles? Stop. You're hurting my feelings, man. That's technical analysis. I feel dirty. Nah. I need to take a shower. Resilience is 50. Resilience is 45. I think today is going to rally, probably rally. All right, let me engage in one long contract on this first dip on NASDAQ and just hold a runner. Let me show it to you guys here. Just one, just in case it keeps going. Literally just one. I'm chasing the first stalled pullback at this like sort of high consolidation area. Let me make this a little cleaner. I'm looking for this just to support and keep going. If somehow I stop there, I've got all A pluses to long from there. Same thing with the S&P. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hold one runner as it's starting to consolidate. It didn't reverse down, so this is a good sign. If it does, this one account takes a loss. All the other ones are sitting on standby. Only got these left to work on and this one left to work on, so. All right, guys, don't forget. The yellow number next to resilience. Wait, which one? Oh, so there's resilience is a white number for half gap resilience. It's yellow for half monthly hedge pressure resilience, and it's blue for weekly hedge pressure resilience. You're out, not getting Freddy. You're not getting greedy. I know, same thing. I'll take 400 again. I know I keep like I'm so worried about this last couple of days being the same thing. y'all. Dude, somebody just sent me a message. The guy that was like refusing to go in, the guy that was like, I accept your challenge, now he's backing out. They sent me a message and said that you guys are lighting up his chat right now. He's on YouTube. The AMC pump and dumper guy. Look. Somebody sent me a message and said you guys are lighting up his chat. Like egging him to compete. Like he's trying to like, well, let's, like, you know, here's what it is. Like, I'm like, let's go 50K, make an account. Winner has to show the loser their account to verify that there's no funny business, no extra deposits, and whoever wins, wins. He's like, well, why don't we make an extra 100K and I'm gonna get my lawyers involved, draft a contract. I'm like, just compete, dude. Like, contracts and shit, like it's not a business deal. It's like, hey, let's race around the block to see who's faster. Sure, let me go to my lawyers, let's get a contract, let's agree on weather conditions, let's make sure the right kind of shoes are allowed and acceptable, let me choose the city of my liking, and let's make sure that while we're there that the streets have a certain percentage of population. Let's go back and forth to lawyers and pay $1,000 to sign a contract, and then maybe we'll race around the block. What the fuck is, I've never seen a more well-crafted dodge when these little bitch boys hide behind lawyers and shit. Make an account, trade an account, let the public see. Is that fucking simple? I opened my accounts today. Anyways, you guys feel free, you know, this is the chat. People are like lighting it up right now. It's insane. Somebody texted me. It's somebody's like, they said he was raging. I'm not even watching it, but somebody was like texting me. They're like, dude, he is like sweating. It looks so bad. That's exactly what they said. That's incredible. It's like, he's the guy that pump and dumped AMC, and basically he was like, Pat was like, you know, congrats to Matt as the winner, and he comes in, he's like, well, actually, it's not a fair competition. Matt's not even any good at trading, and just like, what? Like the AMC guy clout chasing, like, you know, your 15 minutes is diminishing, I guess, you know, from the pump and dumps over 5 years ago, and now you guys sell affiliate codes to make a living now. I don't know. I looked up his resume online. You know, the guy used to be an iPhone repair technician before he woke up a stock genius. I don't know if he decided to clear his LinkedIn before he decided to become a stock guru. But hey, that's honest work. I mean, you know, Warren Buffett used to sweep the floors at an M&M's factory before he became a fucking billionaire. Isaac Newton used to test penis enlargement pills before he invented fucking calculus. Okay, we all have humble beginnings. He will fix your iPhone if it's broken. And it's broken because you threw it against the wall when AMC fucking blew up and you lost all your money. Nothing wrong with fixing phones. It's an honest living. But we fell out of bed, bumped his head one day, woke up a stock genius, as they all do. There's the dip. That's why your phone is broken. Because you threw it against the wall. When you full ported AMC and lost everything. Anyways. Like I said, I'm not scared to compete. I'm not going to make a mild look. When somebody entraps you into a contract, I got to get my lawyers to review it. Like, it's stupid. It's just like trade. That's it. That's all I was like. I was like, you had something to say. Nobody knows who you are. You came into Pat's comments talking shit because I was in first place. And I was like, okay, let's go 1v1. You want to show that you're a trader? I'm not a trader. Let's go. So I'm wiring 50K into the account. And probably as soon as the account application is approved, money will be there by Monday. So I'm going to live trade. And if he doesn't show up, then the scoreboard will be him at 0, I guess. I don't know. Yeah. Signing a contract. Yeah. Let's race around the block. Yeah. Let me get my lawyers involved. You know what I mean? Hey, I bet you I could swim faster than you. Hold on. Let me get back to you in a month. I've got 6 attorneys that work for Rocket Scooter. 6 attorneys on retainer. If I just ask them, hey, let's get something written up for something, you know, they say to me, yeah, here's your new employment contract that you can give to your employees, and also here's a $1,200 bill for us writing it. Like, it's the easiest way to dodge. Hey, show me your broker statement. How my lawyers say no. My lawyers say, lawyer this, lawyer. By buying a lawyer, you don't have to act. Trading competitions, court of public opinion. You just show your account live. No lawyers. And what are we going to sign on? Like, I agree to compete. What's the contingency? It doesn't makes no sense. Like a contract would have some kind of contingencies and some kind of, you're holding somebody to standard. You can sue them if they're wrong. Like, what? It's a contest. Just see who's better. What we would just, yes, I agree to trade in a contest. 100,000 people will watch it because I'm as big as I am. If I do something stupid, y'all will crucify me. It's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. Anyways. Anywho. That's the point. Anyways, I'm up 20,356, and we are bouncing it open again one more time with 60 res. Let's hit it one more time. Let's cap out these accounts here. Finish these up. All right, so right now I'm taking one more trade just at the same setup at the open from here. And because we're supporting here, res is 70 and 50. I'm going to basically take it. If this does take a loss down underneath here, I'm going to take the A plus equivalent and back up to close. Here and here. 50 res and 70 res is good enough for me on a flat day. So let's grab it. Let's finish it off. Wait, that account is... Oh, this one right here. Okay. Good enough. Let's get that. I don't think we're going to get yesterday. Again, if today's the big sell off, the crash of the market, it'd be so weird to have an exact repeat yesterday. Pickle's barking downstairs, which is alarming. I don't know if anybody's coming to my house. Oh, the trash collectors are probably outside. Do you remember during COVID when AMC was popular? That's who that guy is. He's one of two guys that basically from Wall Street Bets or whatever, and we're like promoting AMC. Like AMC to the moon, apes together unite. This the guy that created that. Like the mastermind behind the AMC pump and dump. That's who it is. The person that scammed everybody at AMC, told everybody to buy AMC, buy AMC, buy AMC. Not Roaring Kitty, he was the GameStop guy, but there were two guys that pushed AMC. So Roaring Kitty did that, and these two, you know, iPhone repairmen, ass clowns, Matt and Trey, decided to become stock gurus and push AMC, and then they built a platform out of it. And once that crashed, they backpedaled out of it, and now they both trade futures for props and have prop affiliate codes on YouTube. And I think they're just getting smaller as the days go by and realizing that they got to do some clout chasing to stay relevant. Now that we're bigger than them, that's all it is. So I'm trying to sell a $4,000 class. Oh, that's weird. Yeah, math. No, my class is $1. Heck of a resume. Yeah, no, it's like, I mean, I think it's kind of cool to, you know, steal people's retirements and make a living off of that by convincing, by trying so hard to convince people that a movie theater company during a global pandemic was a buy, a great investment. The power of social influence completely blows my mind. With no due diligence, no anything, that shit's worthless now, as we all said it would be. People walked away with millions. Like, they can't trade. That's the one thing. That's all you gotta know. Maybe probably one more long here on NASDAQ, the pad account. Let's go. Oh shit, I don't want to get two. Oops, that's one too many. He's lucky he's not in jail. I mean, look. Guy found us 15 minutes, but he ain't gonna get much further. The screenshots you guys are sending me, y'all are crucifying him in his own chat. That's crazy. No, y'all be nice to the guy. Somebody sent me a picture and said he's sweating. Let's focus on the market today. He wanted to say I wasn't good at trading, then he didn't want to compete, so whatever. That's like everybody's the same way. Every single person is always back down to like a simple 1v1 challenge. So I made the account, I made the credentials. I'm gonna make the credentials public. I'm gonna let all you guys watch me trade in November 1st to 30th. I'm gonna trade one live account, one live number, 50K. I'm gonna quadruple that thing in a month. And I'll let you guys see the whole thing live. Whether he shows up or not, it doesn't matter to me, but I'm just gonna trade like every day. Yeah, so you'll leave the, yeah. Here we go. I guess I'll hold on to the 2 with NASDAQ, whatever. I got to put a lead in pads count bigger than what I have, just in case Jag is YOLOing. And I'm probably sure that everybody out there is got no other option but to go in balls deep on this. So by mutually assured progress, everybody has to assume everybody else is going to push the button. So I must push the button too. Michigan numbers coming out in 1 hot minute. Sounds like a Red Hot Chili Peppers album. When you get in the challenge of 1 hour a day, that's as soon as I go fund it with Tradeify. Or go live with Tradeify. Which is like $12,000 of payouts left, which shouldn't be too hard. Bum 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 bum. Give me the 10K and I'll battle you. Perfect, perfect, perfect. More time. Like I said, I'm just been scalping this little by little. Pretty good, pretty good. PW account up another $1,000. Let's go. Run it. Well, now it's pulling back a little bit. Run it. If this is a day just like last Friday, or sorry, like yesterday, and this Friday is gonna be like that, then I don't know what to say. If we ever repeated yesterday, I'm gonna be a little confused. I think with the flat open, if we hit the A pluses, I'm totally fine with that too. A pluses will be totally fine. Perfect. Let's get down here. Grab another long here in NASDAQ on that close. That gap will close at 53. 53 res. And we got the long one more place. Okay. I'm gonna keep it at 1 just so I can take some drawdown and buy the A plus if it drops at the bottom. A plus is 80% hedge pressure, 90% monthly hedge pressure today. So this is a 90%er, and an 80%er, and a 90%er for zone. All lined up. As solid as it gets down here. There's A plus also at hedge pressure. I mean at bulls on bottom. Simple as that. All right, guys, I'm at 20,356 today. I'm trying to get first place in BDH count at 75,000 in that tournament. Sorry, 76,000 in that tournament. You'll battle me for 50K, but it'll be like a shootout between John Wayne and Pee Wee Herman. Ah! I know you are, but what am I?
Dottie, I'm a rebel.
Ah! That's probably an impression of 4 out of 10. I could do some work on that. Did y'all watch the documentary? It was actually pretty cool. Right before he died, he finished a documentary about himself. Paul Rubens. Pretty solid. Like those of us that grew up on Pee Wee, is very nostalgic. But to see like the history of it, and I didn't even know like Charlie Kelly's mom from Always Sunny in Philadelphia was the queen, or the big beautiful queen lady from Pee Wee's Playhouse. I didn't know that. She was part of their troupe, their comedy troupe. Charlie's mom, if you guys watch Always Sunny in Philadelphia. I forgot what her name was on the show, but she was he called her like the most beautiful woman in the whole whatever. There was a name for it. I forgot what the hell was her name. In the show, Lynn Marie Stewart was named the most beautiful woman in Puppet Land. It was Charlie's mom when she was younger. Bonnie Kelly. Yeah. Charlie's mom has got it going on. Can you explain how you reference res later on when we're higher in the open? So resilience, the box itself becomes support. The way that it works is that if you have positive resilience is strong enough, half gap is support. So inside of the box, it wants to go to the box. What we've also noticed is that the open itself has a higher probability of supporting, especially if res is greater than 0. So the box itself becomes a support. So there's 2 modes of it. Number 1 is inside the box to close the gap. The other one is above the box to bounce off of the open. So that's why, like right here, I'm engaging in another long. For the most part, this is going to be a pretty textbook if it does work. So hopefully we should be fine. If not, we dip to the A pluses and I'm good. A lot of fast movement today. Let's double check what the VIX is doing because it's going to be very important to my strategy. VIX is sitting sideways. If you know that reference, then you're more of a Houstonian than I am. At the People's Champ, baby. Houston represent. Let's go. Yeah. I should wear my grill today, but I'm replacing the diamonds in it. You know how it goes. I'm always my reference every single day. Hey, Alex, take smoking lamp. Don't leave out Mike Jones. Mike Jones. Mike Jones. Looking good, looking good. I wonder if the leaderboard's updated yet. Let's see if it's updated for this morning. First place. Hasn't updated yet this morning. Somebody's here, hold on. Somebody's at the door. All right. So there's a guy next door. I'm out of breath. I had to run downstairs. My neighbor next door, coincidentally, is getting his house sprayed with for ants. Because I just had a giant ant gnawing at my foot a little bit ago. Woo! Ran up 3 flights of stairs. So the guy knocked on my door. Pickle was going crazy. And he was like, hey, I'm spraying in between the houses for ants. Is it okay if I spray along the base of your house too? I was like, please do. We just had somebody come out and spray for ants not too long ago. What is going on with this day? There is no, it's just like yesterday. It is not picking up any movement. Why not? Why not? Come on, resilience, 70%, 60%. Let's get out of this craziness and let's run it. We have one more accounting to trade on. No, these are the only 2. This is it. Got these 2 and I'm done. I love Rocket Series levels. They're so good. So good. I'm gonna hit those A+. I gotta win PW's contest. I gotta win it. If I win PW's contest, I will be buying $10,000 worth of prop accounts to give away to you guys. I texted My Funded Futures and told them, cut me a deal on the accounts, give me like 10 bucks a pop or something cheap. I want to get 300, 500, 1,000, whatever you guys do. And they go, deal. That's all he texted me back. He goes, deal. But he didn't tell me how many. So the prize money will be given. 100% will be donated to the community. Pips, man, I really appreciate you, bud. Buying 150 subs to the channel. That's incredible. I love you, man. Thank you all for the support, you guys. Y'all are the best. If this is another bullshit day like yesterday, I'm going to just cry. Resilience 40, resilience 30, still doing okay, not dying yet. But man, I'm telling you, that VIX winding up is something else. It is something else. I'm glad I took profit on that first bump up. Again, it still just has that same mechanic as yesterday. Okay, is PW in the contest? I think he was just to promote it, but I don't think he seriously was competing. I think he was just having fun competing. Just like everybody else, he busted his first account. Everybody busted their first account because of the drawdown being so tight. So when he busted, I don't think he entered back in. I think after the first day or two, he's like, well, I'm out. So I don't think he was seriously trying to compete. I think he's just having fun with it. This freaking day. Come on. Open price, positive res. Hopefully support here, but man, it is having some... Market's having a little bit of a identity crisis today. Half cap support, resilience is good. Hopefully this is the support that we want to see. This is exactly the same day as yesterday. The same exact play, except this one we had a pop before a drop. But just be careful that today isn't that bleed out day. Remember, VIX is still sitting pretty solid above that triple B level, and anything is possible. VIX is still below 100. VIX is slightly higher over the hour, but nothing too bad. I guess those Michigan numbers really are kind of like the only thing that gave the market some bump today. Inflation expectations, 1 year 4.6 on a 4.7 estimate, 5 year 3.7 on 3.7 estimate. Pretty much opening flat, and consumer expectations came in just about flat. Consumer sentiment is better, current conditions are better, so you know, your guess is as good as mine. Fed is calling for core PCE and PCE to both be 2% by 2027, and also guaranteeing or promising us that rate cuts will be part of their, or that the, sorry, preserving the job market is their main portion of their dual mandate right now, not inflation. So Fed's dot plot is committing to $1.25 on rate cuts, so 125 points. And the Fed and Powell also said in the last press conference, no 50-point cuts. So it really kind of tells you by the end of 2026, we're going to be getting 5, maybe 6, depending on how the conditions get. Rate cuts at 25 basis point apiece. And also for this year, the average vote was that we'd be getting 2 more this year, which means November, December, each shall be a rate cut. So that'll be cool. Maybe October as well. But essentially we have 2 more coming this year and then 3 more next year. Giveaway 1,000 completed. Hit the like button, guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Appreciate that. We'll do giveaway in just a little teeny bit. But yeah, that's right. I'm going to take that $10,000 prize money and give the whole thing away to this community. And if they give me like scale accounts for like $10, I'll buy 1,000 of those things and I'll give away 30 a day to you guys. And we will celebrate with a month-long BDH celebration. One of these days I'll fly out, go hang out with Pat. We'll race his cars around the block or something and trade together and fucking crush it. Be fun. I've been meaning to go out there and pay my homage to the BDH. All the work he's put into building the facility and all the as far as like production value, as someone who's a production value whore myself that loves lights and cameras and sounds and every part of production to look quality and high quality stuff is always very attractive to me. So his stream and his whole setup as a geek, I just want to see it from the back end, like all the way that it's set up very professionally. Most people just put a camera and a mic on their stuff, and I got a whole lighting rig behind me. It's like I'm excited to head on over there. He's told me before, let me know anytime you want to come out, just schedule a meeting. I never get a chance, but this is a good opportunity more now than ever to finally get out there, take a day off or 2 days off or whatever. Did Pat gain his wealth from trading? He's gained his wealth from lots of stuff. He's kind of like me. He's like a multifaceted businessman. He does a lot of stuff. Trading's part of it, but obviously his YouTube presence, his affiliates, he owns a bunch of businesses and stuff. He makes a shit ton of money fishing. So he's very multifaceted himself, yeah. Would I quit MFFU to join the BDH crew? I couldn't. I couldn't ever, because I have my own thing going on, right? So I know Pat's looking for a protege to like be on his show or whatever. I can never, like, even if like if I didn't have another gig, of course, but like I have my own rocket scooter and stuff. I have no capacity to take on anything else. But yeah, remember Tradeify offered me to be the host of their morning show. Remember Tradeify TV? Bro was basically almost begging me to do it. He's like, how much do you want? Like, I'll give you whatever you want. Like, we want you on the show. You're our guy. I was like, I can't do it. I can't do it. I was like, I can do an afternoon show. He's like, yeah, we're not doing an afternoon show yet, though. And I was like, well, I got my own show, so I can't really. So there were 3 TV shows that were asking me to be on it. One of them hasn't even come out yet, and it's starting pretty soon. 3 of them wanted to be the morning host, but one of them, my friend of Futures, was like, we know you can't do it, so we're going to create an afternoon show just for you. We want you to do the afternoon. And that was it. So it would be really cool to be, to be able to do a show. Is kind of like a skill set not everybody has, to be able to host a show and, stream and talk about trading. There's not a lot of people that have that skill set. It's a really small, pool of talent for that type of job description. There's not a lot of people that have that on their resume. Yep, I can live stream. Yep, I can host a trading TV show. So it's slim pickings out there. That's just kind of why, I was in high demand, because there's not a lot of people that could carry a show, or at least has the resume they could. The guys at Tradeify, the team that Tradeify got is fantastic. It's like, so they've all got good people in place, but it's not like you can say, hey, we're looking for somebody that has 10 years of experience hosting a trading TV show. There's nobody out there with that on their resume. So it's kind of a pretty neat position to be in. So to find somebody good for your show is really hard. Like D Money, he's cool. I like him. He's cool. Pat's new guy. So like I said, if I were to host a show, I'm like, who would I pick? If I were to add somebody to the roster here, like who would I get? Like, I don't know anybody out there. There's a lot of great producers and creators and stuff, but like, who would I get? You know, is there undiscovered talent that would be awesome at this? How do you prove somebody's awesome at this if you've never seen them do it? You know, it's like really hard to find. iDoc, what's up? Is she here? iDoc? Oh yeah, iDoc would be a great host, wouldn't she? Teacher trading? Oh, that'd be incredible. Pickle as a streamer would be kind of cool. So yeah, definitely you can see what Pat's building though. He's trying to build a like a around the clock trading themed mega show. Just similar like, you know, Top Step is like an around the clock trading themed mega show. So probably I'm gonna guess by the end of next year, Pat's gonna have a full roster 24/7. Nighttime, daytime, Europe, Asia. It's pretty lofty aspiration. Somebody asked me if I would like to do something like that. I'm not really sure if, I mean, I'd like to get more streamers so that I don't have to stream as much to save my voice. I love streaming, but like an afternoon person just so I can, you know, relax my voice and focus on boot camp. But if I were to have like an around the clock show, the Rocket Scooter show or something, that'd be fun, but it is a lot of work. That's like a whole separate business, you know? You have to hire producers, and I mean, it's like that's really what you got to lean towards, producing a show rather than just live trading and streaming and running a bit. Like I run Rocket Scooter, you know, I run Rocket Place. It's like, I wouldn't have capacity to run a TV station, which is what Pat's basically building. And like more power to him because it's a fun show. You know, Top Step is so boring when you watch it. My Funded is great. Well, you know, because those of us on My Funded are good. Duh. But I bet you in about a year or so, he's gonna have a round the clock show. I can just see it. I mean, he wouldn't invest that much money and time and effort into building something and not just fill up the hours to get an ROI on it. Round the clock BDH trading, you know what I'm saying? What about the burrito? I got it right here. Hi Doc, do you want to be a streamer for trading? So you guys all see how strong resilience numbers are. Right here at the open. Resilience half gap, really nice, really strong. My voice is sounding better today. A little bit better. All right, guys, don't forget to preload Battlefield 6. Yes, sir, Nick J. Not Black Ops 6, Battlefield 6. But also Black Ops 7 is supposed to come out, I think, this weekend too, right? Or this week. I played the beta for Black Ops 7. It was pretty horrible. Battlefield 6 today, guys. Y'all aren't going to see me till Monday. Preload it. Go to Discord. We have a gaming channel. Make sure you guys look each other up. We're gonna have huge Battlefield squads going. This is gonna be so much fun. Is it next month for COD 7? Oh, okay. We have like a bunch of us play games together. Last night, me and Sir Buck and Fraser were playing Apex for a little bit. And there's a crew of us. We game, we get together, shoot the shit, have fun. I don't know my gamer tag. I can't remember off the top of my head for Battlefield, but I'll make sure I put it into Discord tonight. You guys just basically be like, if y'all want to jump in, you know, when the stream is over, there's no boot camp today, so immediately when the stream is over, I'm gonna hop in. Battlefield 6 beta was awesome, dude. It was so good, right? I'm so excited that it's a return to form of my favorite parts of the series, and they're adding movement skills. Like, movement skill gap on Battlefield is so sexy. It makes it feel like it's what Call of Duty wanted to be, and it's what Battlefield should have always been. COD 7's movement feels weird and clunky. Battlefield's always has felt smooth. Now you can do like slide fire and stuff. Oh, dude, I've been like sliding around corners and hip firing, and Battlefield feels like playing COD on a Battlefield map. It's incredible. Now, 4 was my favorite game in the series, and so 6 feels a lot like 4, just with better skill gap. I love skill gap because I like to consider myself talented at games a little bit. So I hate when everybody's good. I like when, if you're talented, you do better. Not that like everyone dies in like one shot, sort of like Call of Duty. So the fact that I can like zip around the map, slide around corners and stuff in Battlefield, oh, it's nice. Is my GPU a 5090? Oh, you know it is. I got a 5090 in one computer and a 5080 in another. So I'm gonna be wrecking some Battlefield 4K, full res. Did I mispronounce sweaty? Oh, I'm so sweaty. COD does have better aiming mechanics. It does. I would say COD's aiming mechanics are pretty good. It does feel a little bit more fluid. Its movement feels clunky, but its aiming mechanics feel very smooth. You lost a 10-year-old, so you don't bother playing online anymore. You suck. You're gay. Your mom sucks. Yeah, that's what it's like playing Call of Duty. I have to turn like all vocal chats off, you know. It's absolutely cancerous and toxic. 1.6 was the best. Bro, I'm so old school like that. 1.6 was my jam too. I'm with you on that. Market feels weird today. It really does, but with 50 and 30 resilience, that's why I'm hanging in for the long for half gap to support. Hopefully this builds out and starts building some pressure up. Now, this is not going to be a straight run rally. That's why it's going to go up in bursts. So as it consolidates, every little burst, I'm going to take profit, and every little dip, I'm going to buy. It's going to probably do that still same choppiness that we have, just on the way up. I feel like at least today is hopefully the squeeze up. And somebody might get lucky, full port and YOLO this. Maybe Jag will come with my ass in this contest, but it is so like not moving, which I'm happy to see the market not moving, because if the market doesn't move, then it means nobody's going to go out there and lucky YOLO 10 contract full port and beat the contest for me. Y'all need to root on me winning the contest, because I'm gonna give you guys the 10,000 bucks. Y'all have vested interest in this, my friends. Do I still play CS2? No, I don't. You screen recorded that? I'm gonna do it. I'm giving you guys, I said, I sent old Nat Leach a text, and I told him, I said, I'm gonna give you guys the $10,000. Let's make an event out of it. BDH month-long celebration. Sell me like 300, 500, 10,000, whatever accounts. Give me an offer. I'll buy it from you for 10,000, and I'll give it away in chunks of like 20 or 30 to my community every day for a month, and we'll market it as the month-long My Funded Futures destroys the BDH competition. We'll have an event out of it. So that's what I'm going to do with the prize money. 100% of it will go to this community. Thanks for your support, you guys. Appreciate y'all. Bucking market. Can you move somewhere today? Can you stop trying to sell? Oh, shoot. My BDH account is frozen. Trade of 8. Stop freezing. You're making me nervous. It's literally the most cancerous thing on the planet that this web app does not stay unfrozen for long. Let me mute this so I don't give you guys heart attacks when I open and close positions. All right, so hopefully the squeeze or the weirdness is to the upside. That's what I'm hoping for. It just is the craziest thing to see this market be the way that it has been. That's the VIX trapped above triple B. It's just that up, down, up, down, up, down. It's not really like a big defining rally, you know? We haven't seen a good rally in US hours either. It's kind of been like sort of like the market moves overnight or whatever. Okay. Trade debate crashed literally a second time. All right. This is what I want to see today. One more push to highs at least. right, now we're just waiting for paint to dry, you guys. Waiting for paint dry, you guys. With my long on the table. So current prediction, contracts long in the last 3 accounts that I have to make money on. Everything else is maxed out on profit today, so I'm basically just chilling on this. BDH account, I've been long 2 NASDAQ contracts on every dip, basically just scalping some profits alongside each time. And hopefully we get, I want to see the market do something like this today. Hopefully we'll be good. It's not really moving much, but we'll see. Is there a link for this contest leaderboard? Yes, there is. All right, let's set up. We'll do a giveaway in just a little bit, friends. Ba-dum-ba-dum-ba-bum. Oh, today, dude, I lose so I get so lost today. Today's Friday, isn't it? I keep forgetting. Today is the it's Friday. It is direct to funded Friday with ETF. Ooh, I love giving away funded accounts. Why? How do I stream settings? I need to edit this. My bad. Oops. ETF fund ETF giveaway. Here's some direct to funded. It's about to go away some funded accounts today, guys. You guys type ETF in chat. So let's talk about the direct to funded program. It's a really awesome program. For direct to funded is really fun. People that are not unaware, we have a handful of partners. We don't work with everybody. Elite Trader Funding is one of the groups that I've known for a while. I've just been friends with a lot of people that work there, and they're like kind of sort of like trying to adapt to a more growing prop space, more modern prop space. And they're doing a lot of awesome changes to like really revamp their whole offerings to kind of be like more competitive. and create things that you guys are going to like. And as the months have gone by, they've made so many changes for the better. You know, like a long time ago, you know, like when most prop firms got started, it was kind of rocky. They have a unique offering, which is really cool. But now they're rock solid and their offerings getting better every single time. Like every month they come out with something new and better. And they're improving their rules to just become even more kind of palatable and understanding, like, you know, what traders want and stuff. So direct to funded, right, is a plan that essentially, let me load it up really quick. The psychology of trading an eval is really hard. Like you pass an eval and then, you know, it's like, you ever guys trade like Apex or something? You trade, pass the eval, then you trade, then fail, then trade, then fail, then trade, then fail, then trade, then pass. And finally, like, hey, 2 weeks in, okay, I'm finally funded. Now I'm gonna work for a payout. Okay, pressure's on. What am I gonna do? Okay, pressure's on. And right, and you kind of like flub up because you're nervous because of that psychology of the barrier you just overcame. And then all of a sudden you're trying to like finally trade in this new environment, and then you mess up immediately because you're just carrying that weight of yourself. And all that eval work has gone to waste. All that time you invested in trading eval doesn't get you anywhere. Direct to funded is a program, and there's a couple of them out there, firms that have just started doing it. ETF's one of the first to have one. Direct to funded is literally a plan where you jump in and you are funded from day one. You get over that hurdle. So from day one, you're working towards your payout, right? So direct to funded programs are neat. I trade direct to funded on Tradeify, which is what you see me trading on my stream. The only reason I don't trade ETFs direct to funded because I'm already live with them, and actually their live program is fantastic. It's the first live account I've ever earned from a prop firm, which is pretty cool. I get daily payouts there. It's pretty standard. It's pretty solid as far as the live account goes. No complaints. So the way that it works is all you need to do is get to your payout target, and then you start getting payouts. That's basically it. Very similar to like my funded future scale or funded next rapid, is that you trade for so many days and you get a payout. Direct to funded with no eval, right? So like the 15-day cycle, the 50Ks, which I'm about to give out, twice a month you can get payouts. And again, up to a cap, and once you hit the cap, you're done. Pretty simple, you know, not a bunch of, you know, funneling through the eval world. You're immediately ready to go. And you'll get to do this for free to check out the plan to see if you guys like it. So I'm going to give away 5 of these things. Yeah, the rules are pretty straightforward, and they have this active trading day rule, which let me explain pretty quick. Unlike a traditional consistency rule, which means if you have a big trade, they're going to add more days to the end of your path. If it's like 5 days to pay out, for instance, with Tradeify, and I go over the 20%, that adds extra days that I have to keep trading to get my payout. ETF doesn't have that. They have a different kind of rule. If I have a big blowout day, then just every other day I need to trade needs to be slightly bigger. 62% of your best day. So if I make $1,000, then for the next trading day to actually count towards the total days, I need to trade $620 if I blow over. And then the safety net to lock in the account is $5,100. So basically, it's kind of cool. If you take a big loss, you can just YOLO it back up and not get punished for it. You just got to keep trading big. And the neat thing about that is, you know, you can build a buffer and all kind of stuff to assist you. ATD rules support like my kind of trading style, where I like to build a buffer really quick, not worry about consistency. Be the case. It's a pretty cool program. We've been friends with those guys for a while. They're a community manager. Used to be my community manager. That's where the relationship started. So just some good friends of ours. And they've been very close with us with like listening to our, you know, things that we like, don't like, and changing a lot. And some good changes coming down the road. Like the ATD rule might actually go away, I've heard. So just hinting that they might actually get rid of that altogether. Okay. You guys ready? Are you ready? Reaps and new song submissions. How meta has it gotten? Matt's not a robot. Oh, that's the Market Nightmare. That's Chosen song. We heard that one. Hold on.
Screens on low, the calm before 9:30 is knocking
In Bergman.
Charts don't lie, they whisper truth. Tick by tick.
The hell's going on here? All right, fuck this.
My nerves like steel, this market moves, I grip the wheel.
Some kind of news or something? What the hell's going on? Okay. The fuck just happened here? What? All right, I had to stop out of the BDH. What the fuck is going on here? Hold on, guys. I'm pausing the contest here. I'm totally not prepared for this. Where's my financial juice? What is going on? Any info, guys? Can y'all type it real quick? I'm trying to figure out what's going on here. That dropped me down to a $2,600 loss in the BDH account. I'm done with that. I gotta hopefully coast into the top. What's going on, guys? Fill me in. France, China, Comments Ministry, kind of saying legitimate defense action. If the U.S. corrects its wrong practice, China only imposes U.S. fees on China ships hurt Chinese firm interests. China's talking about something. China something. Oh, MHP on NASDAQ. Oh God, do I? Dare I? Do I dare? Dare I do? Oh my God, somebody's about to YOLO win the contest. Dude, all right, fuck it. Let's take a contract to the long side. Whatever. Let me grab this here. Oh shit, let me get this other dom up here too. Grab a long contract here. Let's play the rudeness at MHP. I just lost the contest on a technicality. Let's do it. Hold on one second. Lower DD band. Let's go. Increased tariffs on China. All right, let's get that long there. Got that DD ban. Hopefully get something out of that. What the fuck? Matt loses BDH contest. Somebody had a full port short on a Trump tweet. It's gonna happen. I was sitting on 2 long contracts and it took stop loss on that. Let's double check. Is that 57 points, 96 on its? Oh, that's a catalyst, guys. Okay. Be very careful today. Cat is active 1 risk interval off the top. Some of you haven't learned in boot camp yet. So 57.50 off of the event is called a catalyst. So right about 67.40 is a cat active. So there's really no trading below 67.40. Right now we're going to test it. And Nasdaq's is, hold on really quick. Back above purple, we're good. 207.75. That'd be 207.140. Hold on, 207 is 140, 138, 138. We paused this giveaway. All right, hit that DD band and bounce, guys. Come on, hit that. Okay, so anything below these purple lines, it's an automatic sit out. So I'm going to still take the DD band trade. I don't know, man. Maybe I should wait. What do y'all think? That's pretty tough. I was enjoying the song there too. All right, you know what? Let me close this out and play with this later. Let me close that out and play with that later. Okay, fuck that. All right. Catalyst active below purple, and this might actually be the losing trade on BDH. Somebody probably YOLO this and I'm out. All right. So I was going to try to take the lower DD band trade. I don't think that's going to work. I'm going to wait a little bit, and when we get out of the catalyst, I'm going to go ahead and try one more time. Oh boy. Crazy. All right. I'm going to try a different DOM now. That's the one. That's the one, man. I was hoping hoping the market goes nowhere today. But then again, you'd have to be sort of an animal just to be like full port shorting that, you know what I mean? When the market's going up, somebody fucking got lucky there, I bet. We'll see. No trading below purple line. Catalyst is active. The market's going to get insane from here. Of all days, man, Trump always likes to mess up a good thing. Maybe that would explain the local weirdness that we've had for a while, you know? All right, I'm going to trade a different DOM really quick. Hold on. I'm probably not going to trade this. Okay, read some of the news. China made a sinister move with rare earth controls. You're supposed to meet in 2 weeks. Now there seems to be no reason to do so. Oh, man, they just want to stimulate some. Everybody decided to short the market, and they all should be like pretty much. Trump decided to short the market, and they go ahead and drop some news on everybody. Let me do, so I'm going to kind of do some, this one, and again, I got to get my, which accounts I want to trade. I have some that I can still work on. I don't want to work on that one. Maybe I might take the risk later. Okay. I'm going to do, I just had those two accounts. My BDH took like a $3,000 loss there, or whatever it was. $2,600 loss. Not a big deal. I had 2 contracts long, and when that happened, I closed out. All right, so I'm going to trade this account and one more. I got 2 accounts I can work on. Everything else is pretty cool. Pretty cool still. All right, so can I take the DD band long? I mean, I can. Let's try it. Fuck it. I know this is catalyst active, but let's try it small. Okay. I'm going to trade from 079 to 139. I'm going to do it. Looks like it's supporting. Let's work it back up. When purple is active, we have a rule, no trading, by the way. So there's a no trading rule. When a catalyst is active, I'll tell you exactly. When the market moves a risk interval on a single event, you guys remember from the risk interval class, right? Risk interval is a big deal. When that structure is broken, remember I taught you guys that in class number 2? When that structure is broken, market's going to just shit the bed. So this purple line is one risk interval off of the opening point of that move, right? So it's called a catalyst. I highly recommend no trading during a catalyst. It gets crazy. But I do have DD every single time. So I'm going to be a maverick and try to take a long here. But I'm not taking a big long here. You see how the market is extremely chaotic right now? That's what a catalyst is. The market can speed up and accelerate the move to the downside. So I'm going to try one contract trade here. That's it. Above purple, we're back to being normal, so we should be good. But man, you see how he blasted through it all? Trump, China stuff, talks falling apart. I don't think that's going to be, we'll see. Is that an opportunity? S&P is looking solid there. But like I said, you see how violent it can get? I'm going to take a bet on DD band holding. But again, here we're at liquidity. All the A pluses are all smashed through a second ago with that event. And can we get a test of this? Normally, strong LP, strong DD, all of this can test that before the market dies. That's what I'm hoping for. That was a good song, by the way. Okay, guys, we'll have to do the giveaway in just a second. Market just got crazy. Okay, I literally got to take a leak too. All right, let me wait for a green candle before I got to go. Like one green candle, I got to pee like really quick. Okay, be right back. That was quick. Okay. Very dangerous to take longs here. Let me put some music back on. Underneath pink line, there's a rule no trading. So like how I took my stop a second ago, took my stop, get out of the way. This right here is what we call cat active. So cat active line, let me delete all my drawings here. Cat active line, extremely dangerous. When a catalyst is active, what can happen is that the market can sort of just go all over the place. It's very dangerous to trade here. And I repeat, very dangerous to trade here. And I'm going to just mark this on the chart for you. See how it's going to whipsaw all over the place. Let me go to the moment that the cat was broken, and they're going to say it exactly 9:59 and 10. Okay. So let me show you what it does look like, right? You see how, hold on, let me show you a minute chart here. Right here. Do you see how we fell one risk interval and then bounced exactly up right on that purple line? That is the risk interval test. And you guys got to see it. You see how S&P had a risk interval test just like that? You guys see that? So the first thing it did on an event, which is so great, like everybody here, right? Boot campers, do y'all see that? We fell exactly to a risk interval, and that was the first big V up. Y'all see that? So whenever the market's testing liquidity, it spans and hits those risk intervals because that's what it's trying to do. 57.50 on the S&P. Y'all all see that, right? Okay, literally exactly in the candle at 9:59, right here. You see this, everybody? It fell right to there, and that's the first liquidity test that it had. And then when it broke, market fell apart. So the first thing I'm going to do now is whenever you break a risk interval and structure is broken, it's like time to not trade. So you see how after the event, we just fell 350 and we fell all the way down to 206. S&P, same story, right? Man, somebody's going to YOLO this contest and win. That's going to be what's happening. All right. 9:59, same thing. So when structure is broken, it's like very, very small unless you're like a fucking maniac like me. And there's that risk interval fall right to there. And that liquidity test is there. Right. So the risk interval, what you do is you mark exactly that line. So 67.40. Let's watch it live and give you guys a nice little lesson here. And you can see how the market's going to like want to test that and say, okay, is this an event? Like, is this 67.40 is the level that matters, right? So let me mark it here. We'll make it pink. And right now the market's deciding, are we falling apart enough? If we get back above that line, it's going to rocket straight off of it. Watch this. If we get back above here, it's going to be fine. But you can see that is the test. Let me see if I can dive in a little deeper on this chart. The first thing that we've done is we've fallen, and it's good to see it live, right? You guys get to see what a risk interval, the power of what it is we have, right? That's the test. You see exactly where the test is many times. Here's the first bounce there. Here's the second bounce there. There's a third bounce there. We're consolidating here at the active line. This is one risk interval off of the top from the event. Do we all see that? That's our number. And it's good that you guys get to see one live because that's kind of fun. So right now the question is, if this market structure is broken from what just happened, we're down here. If we hold pink, it's going to rocket. That's the bet. So the question is down in here, it's a very risky bet to take. I promise you that. We teach don't trade when CAT is active. Only trade off of CAT line above or into the direction of the move only when CAT is not active. So there's 6740 on S&P. Let me show you the same thing on NASDAQ. And again, that's our calculation. It's pretty much by the book. Super simple to do. 25,139. You can make the same mark on NASDAQ. It's very cool for you guys to see this live, right? Okay. I think that's the move. Let me double check that I did the calculation right. Hold on. It is from the top 345 and NASDAQ is 207.75. 345 minus 207 is 138. Okay. That would be here. Let's make this pink. Somebody just won the BDH. I can feel it. Off of a fucking... Now again, I got one trade into first place. I bet you somebody YOLO'd that shit to first place. I'm worried now. So NASDAQ has not tested its CAT line yet. NASDAQ has still got a little bit of room to go. So my thought here is that at least to test that this market's falling apart was DD band long to here. This is very risky what I'm doing. You see how the market is chaotic? Feel the bid, students, feel the bid. You see how it's jumping all over the place? When you break that structure on an event, it is nightmarish. People are getting margin calls, going crazy. Structure is broken. Hedging is becoming overwhelming. But the moment we get above this pink line, watch the bid slow down. Just watch. Watch the bid and ask slow down. So this is how important it is to see the structure and why it's important. If we get above purple, this little pink line here, you're going to see that the bid and ask is going to stop dancing around a little bit. I tell people below the pink line, don't trade during this. It's pretty much a coin flip, but I've got, hundreds of thousands of buffer built up in Tradeify. I don't really give a shit. In a normal trading account, I'll trade it very small, like micros only, right? Right here, it could dip and I can lose $2,000 in about 20 seconds worth of time. So let's watch what happens at the catalyst resets. Let's watch S&P. You can see that S&P is loving that risk interval line. Do you see this right here? The S&P is testing that level, right? And so it's now asking itself, is this market falling apart or not? You can see how much our level is glue, right? To this question this market is asking. You see how it's bouncing like this level. This is the structure point. And that's just one risk interval off of the start from where the event started. We call it the anchor point. I'm still first. It just updated. Hold on, though. Was that before or after the event? Holy shit. That was before the event, though. No. That's before the event. This is at 10:57. It updated at 10:50. No, it updated it 7 minutes before that. It's anybody's game, and you can't see it. It updated before the event. No. No. Somebody had to full port short that, but they didn't get that much out of it. 70 points, S&P maybe. Still in first, but before the event. Damn it, dude. No. I lost $2,600 as I was long, by the way. Oh my gosh. And as you see, when I told you guys I can lose like $1,000 or $2,000 in a matter of seconds, that's why catalyst trading is really, really scary. So be very careful around the 6740 level. S&P, NASDAQ, again, we're watching it. And breaking DD band, the market just absolutely irrational. Boy, oh boy, somebody today walked away with the grand prize. That's pretty lame. I'll try one more time here. He's got proper bounties. All right, I'm going to take 2,000 and call that one. See, that's where Catalyst trading can be a little tricky. S&P has one more bounce point here, and if we lose that, it's dead. So I'm going to close this out right now. That is done. Okay. So you're so anxious now? Yeah, I know. Okay. All right. Donald Trump with this tweeting. Okay. Let's do the giveaway really quick. What a somber mood everybody's in. Okay. Let's play that song again because it's really great. And we'll jump right back into this in a little bit. All right. ETF. 5 direct funded accounts. Oh, Trump. Trump gave us the old dick twist, didn't he?
Charts don't lie, they whisper truth. Tick by tick, I'm bulletproof. The plan's tight, my nerves like steel. This market moves, I grip the wheel.
Galilee, winner number 1.
Bell rings loud, futures roar, price explodes like never before. Volume
Okay, I'm gonna trade a different here. Let me do this one. I'm not gonna do anything yet until we get above cat line, so. Golly, type something in chat, buddy. Winner number 1. Congrats. You are now funded with Elite Trader Funding. How about that? You now are automatically funded. How's that cool? You didn't have to do anything, but just shove me part of the stream. We're giving away 5 of these today. By the way, 5, baby.
that's how we're crowned.
I'm Car Vide.
Volumes pumping, I feel that flame. Winners lose if they chase the game. Staying cool while the candle
Congrats, congrats, congrats.
pays, we trade to win. Lunch bell rings.
Dude, somebody out there.
I lean back.
They updated the fucking thing before the event. How could they do that to us? Now it's gonna be like a nail biter all day. My doc is like, yeah, now she's nervous, right? All right. Congrats to the winners. Holiday. You guys see how the catalyst rejection is additional flushing? Somebody out there just got it, I bet. So we can see how we broke through the risk interval, we tapped it, and we rejected. You see how the rejection of the risk interval started to speed up the fall? That's exactly what catalysts do. They start to speed up the fall and it get a little crazy here. Bro, if that got me 70,000, this got somebody 200,000. There's got to be one fucking guy on the last day that full port shorted that is up $300,000. There's no way I'm still going to be winning unless everybody in the world was full port, was longing or something. I don't even know. That's it. That's how contests usually work. You get lucky right at the end or something. Somebody definitely edged me out. I can't risk making a trade. I lost 2,600. I've got $1,000 left and I blow up the account. I'm up 72,000. So if somebody made 73,000 and doesn't blow it up, then it is what it is. You sure I'm winning, bro? We'll see. I never know how to pronounce your name. I am ecstasy. Oh, okay. That's what it is. I am ecstasy. Now I know how to pronounce it. Now that I say it out loud, now it makes sense. I used to just think it was like Lamsey, and now I'm like, now I say it out. I am ecstasy. That's a cool name. I always thought that was an L, bro. Okay. 2 more. When you say it out loud, it makes sense, right? You just made a 20K full port short from Cat Active Line on demo. Nice. So do you see how important it is when the market falls? Everybody in chat, did you see what I did? I want you to do the same thing. When market falls on an event, the first thing you do is mark a risk interval from the top. Do we all got it? Type it in chat that we got it. 1 risk interval from the top, anchor point. Say, first thing when there's an event, draw your catalyst. Draw your catalyst line. Okay? Everyone in chat, you got it? You got it? You got it? First thing you do, identify that spot. It's called cat active. It's active below. It's not active above. When it's active, the rule we have is you sit out no matter what. You see how quickly I went up and went down? That's what can happen. Don't try to be a hero here. The best way to trade this is once the market gets here and here, once the catalyst is over, get back in. When it's dying like this, it's a little chaotic and you don't know where the market's going to fall. We broke through MHP, DD band, all of our data points are dead. Now 24/7/20 is it. One of the next steps you do, trading with Karthik, your winner number 5 or 4. The next thing you do is you need to go to monthly maps, okay? So we're going to go to monthly maps on SPY and we're going to see if this market's falling apart or not. Go to the chart, go to monthly, go to daily, and we're going to find that bear zone top on monthly maps. You're going to learn this in the monthly maps class. Wait till this to populate. And you can see that right now, we have thrust into bear territory immediately with this news. That's not good. So this is bearish news for the longer haul. That market's been winding up for something, and we didn't know if it was going to be up or down, but it looks like it was down. You can tell how tightly wound the market is. And we knew that because VIX was above triple B the entire time. QQQ also, this is the edge of bear territory, 600, which is basically exactly where we are now in QQQ. 600 is that bear limit. And longer term bulls, this is the place. This is the longer term bear structure on NASDAQ. S&P is already dead. NASDAQ, literally here, exactly here, is longer term bear structure. So I'm going to put a little text note there. If you are a bull on the longer haul, this is where you're a bull from. Now, let me get one of my other DOMs. I might still have an ounce of trade in me, but I'm not going to trade in Catalyst, not yet. Okay, let me trade this one. Things are good. So when Cat is active, you just got to be sort of chill, you know, like. Let me get ready for ES as well. Yeah, we're gonna wait for something better on this one. Man, I hope I didn't lose that BDH account, man. Long-term bear structure is here. And we're gonna make a clone of this and do long-term bull structure is there. Okay. If you are a bull on the longer haul, This is the support. Right here is the edge here. Now S&P is again trying to bounce up these liquidity pockets, which is good. CAD active is there. Got probabilities. I got one account I can still probably work on, but I don't want to do anything here. Did we get the last person trading with Karthik? Okay. How many is that? Galilee, Amkar, IMXC, trading with Karthik. Next one. The link to the leaderboard, IDOC, is here. So you remember the big day that I had on Tuesday? By magnitude, today fell twice as far. So anybody could have absolutely smoked me in one single trade. Hey, you're a professional thumbnail designer? No, thank you, Indian Beast. Good luck in your business, though, but we already have an employee that does that. I really appreciate you reaching out, though. Jaded T. That magnitude comment just scary. We had another quake here. Okay, I can't say anything like that. Big Money knew this was coming yesterday. Big Money knew this was coming on Tuesday, guys. The weird sell-off, rally up, sell-off, rally up. They knew that. Okay, so what's going on is things are sort of like falling apart with China. Do you guys remember 2017 was exactly the same shit? Exactly the same shit. Hold on. Okay, Jada T. Congrats, guys. All right. I think it's appropriate. I think today it's appropriate, guys. Can we play the song?
My name is Dave, and I caught the
JT.
again. I thought it was
That was a low, but it was just a wick. Here's how you claim your prize, guys. I am XTC, Omkar, Vayudi, Galilee. Okay, so you are now funded traders of Elite Trader Funding. Congratulations, you all get 50K Elite Trader Funding direct to funded accounts. Contest is over, by the way. Like I said, direct to funded is a fantastic program. Skip the eval, go straight to funded. Trade your trade days, get your payouts. Simple as that. Okay. Go to my Discord. Go to the contest channel, message an admin named Slacks, send him a screenshot of your YouTube ID, tell him you won the account, he knows that it's you. Sign up for Elite Trader Funding, use our link. I'm sorry, he'll give you the link, but sign up for Elite Trader Funding. Send him your email, he'll give you a link to click the link, he'll give you a code, use the code. Simple as that. You've been hoarding a short since 10 a.m.? Dude. I only had exposure in the PW account. Had the exposure in 2 Tradeify accounts. Everything else was maxed out, so I didn't touch it. So one of the Tradeify accounts took a hit. I closed out, and then right when I bought here, we got up to there, and then I took profit on one of them, and I held on to the other one. The one I held on to on the stream, that one fell, and I stopped out. That's the only account that's red out of all of this, the exception of the PW account. So I barely had risk on the table. Right now, I'm just wondering what I can trade. But dude, some 10 people 100% destroyed this contest today.
Is gone. 'Cause 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 'cause
And I bought the dip. So do we all see? Okay, if you guys aren't, ETF is over. Stop typing it. Literally stop typing it. This song just hits different right now. Does everybody understand how important that risk interval number is? Really quick in chat. If any next person that types ETF, I'm gonna block you from chat. Okay, so stop. And I'm gonna block the person above you and the person below you as well. Okay. Two random people that are innocent. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. That I like scaring you guys like that. You're like, wait, what? Wait, no. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. All right. 66, 60. Why? The doubles, guys, the doubles number is back. 66, 66. What is going on here? Ah! That's crazy. When Catalyst is active, sit out. Yeah, so rule. Okay, let me skip you guys ahead. Boot campers, I'm going to give you a lesson. I was trying to educate you more so than any time ever. Let me give you the lesson. If you skip around to irrational markets, it's down here at the bottom of the boot camp. Watch here. By the way, our boot camp is only $20. It's $1 a class. There's a class called Irrational Markets, okay? You pick this one up. It's down at the bottom. Here are the rules, okay? When you break DD bands, it's a small trade only. You guys, everybody in chat, you all understand this, right? Are we about to hit a circuit breaker? No, I don't think so. No, it's only 2%. It's not even close. Everybody here, understand? Okay. You understand what S and all that stuff means? When DD bands are broken, small trades only. When MHP is broken, small trades only and only on strong pivots. Strong pivots are your 80% or higher. Hedge pressure, MHP, DD band, or sorry, 90% or higher. Strong pivots, not hedge pressure. Bull zone bottom, bear zone top, monthly hedge pressure are your strong pivots, 90%. When DD bands break, strong pivots only and only small. The stronger pivots, but small because it's irrational. Irrational means exactly what you're experiencing right now. MHP breaks, small pivots only, strong pivots only, excluding MHP, of course, and the other two, bear zone and bull zone. Catalyst active on any index, sit out every single time. When the VIX moves up one risk interval, sit out every single time. These are the two things we don't mess with. The reason we don't mess with it is because Wall Street's having a crazy time. You remember when the market just sort of like bottomed out the DD band structure? And let's talk about all of our structure, right? And we tell you guys how important these bands are, right? Pop quiz, boot campers. What is the percentage of days? We haven't covered it, but the old boot camp folks will know. What is the percentage of days that break the lower DD band? Type it in chat. We're going to turn this into an educational session now. Below the lower band, 8%. Only 8% of days do that. 92% of days hold the band. Do you see how when the market plunged, everybody here in chat, do you see how it attempted to hold the 92%? First thing, do you see how when the market's moving, it's like looking for buyers? Do we see that, everybody? You see the first bounce was exactly that band. Do we all see that? Well, the first bounce was the CAD active line. It tested a risk interval. That failed. It tested the band. That failed. It tested the liquidity pocket. That failed. It tested the other liquidity pocket. That failed. Do you see how each one of these pivots, it's hitting and bouncing and hitting and bouncing and hitting and bouncing? Do you see that? It literally fell like this, then like this, then like this, then like this, and then it died. Do y'all see how every one of our pivots was tested? Can you predict which one was going to bounce? No. When a catalyst is active, it is violent and it can smash through everything. Don't take stabs at each one. Even though it tries to bounce, the scalp is in and out very quick. And if you absolutely are a fucking gambling degenerate, you want to take this, micros only. Like I'm talking like a micro, like nothing. But we can see that the first thing that happened is it tested the one risk interval DD band, right? Then we tested the catalyst itself. And when a catalyst is active, you sit out every single time because it can smash through a 92% pivot, a 90% pivot, a 90% pivot, and a 90% pivot like it's nothing. The idea that you move a risk interval and structure breaks immediately, the market, the string breaks, and then the market sort of spirals. It's eye-opening to see this, right? To see this live. But you see how it hit every single one of our pivots? NASDAQ, same thing. Fell, hit the cat, bounced a little bit. Fell, hit the DD band, bounced a little bit. Fell, hit the liquidity pocket, bounced. Fell, hit the other liquidity pocket, bounced. Do you see every one of our pivots still bounces? But the question is, does it reverse? The scalp is there almost every single time, which is still a high probability setup, even in this market. The liquidity pocket here bounced like 5 or 6 times before it broke. Isn't that cool? Eye-opening, I know. So the neat thing about it is when you break the risk interval or the market moves suddenly, the first thing you do is draw this line. You find out what the news is, which is why I asked you guys, hey, what's the news? And I'm in the middle of drawing these lines at that time. And then we just map it out. I tried to take a bet on that first pivot that wasn't a catalyst. And when that pivot lost, I sat out and I did nothing else. Do we all see that, guys? Do we all see that? I did nothing else. That's the rule I teach. It's on the cheat sheet. You hate being on the sidelines and big moves happen? Not me. Do I think we go even lower? It's extremely possible. This is the long-term support of this market. If there are bulls in here, it's there or nowhere. As a matter of fact, let me take the risk just to show how dangerous it is. I'm going to actually risk one of my accounts for you guys. If it holds that bear zone top, I'm going to jump right back in. Okay. Only if it holds something small. Sorry, the structure here. Big like trades, no, micros only. So let's actually let's just do micros just to show you guys how dangerous it is. Let's do some scalping, keep it fun. Add micros to my DOMs. I don't even have micros added to it. Okay, let me add micros to this one too. Let me add, I'm adding, I don't have micros like set up for this at all. Okay. Get micros ready for this. Okay. I've added micros to all of my DOMs here, and I got to figure out which DOM is which. Because they don't have the... Only have one account I can still trade. So let me show you how violent it can be. We'll trade some micros just for fun. And here we go. All right, let me grab this one here with some micros. And just to bet on the longer term structure, that's basically it. I'll show you how crazy this can be. So the idea is that I can scalp between liquidity pockets all day long. And you can see how quickly 40 points on NASDAQ. I mean, it's a minute at a time, minute at a time, minute at a time. And it's still violent. You see how violent this is? So even committing to a trade, it's like committing to like the smallest amount, right? And then micros, look at that. Just 40 points, 40 points, 40 points. $66.66. Why? Like why does the universe fuck with us like this? Here's the low of today. 66, 66. The Illuminati has been confirmed, you guys. I'm just telling you straight up. Wow, what a day. What a day. Wow. This is monthly maps right here, long-term bear structure. It doesn't take a lot to make a lot very quickly. Look, that's the structure point. I could very easily just take profit there. And look, that's 400 bucks on 2 micros. You see how quickly the market's moved? 120 points. 500 bucks on literally 2 micros. That's why it's dangerous. If you must trade, it's micros. You see how the control is pretty much there? Look, that's 500 bucks. Super quick. And now I can close out. Now, long-term bull structure is there. If I want to be a trader and I want to be a little bit like more of a maniac, I would take a lot of risk there. But you see how in like 5 minutes of time, it was 500 bucks with 2 micros. Do we all understand that? When Catalyst is active and you must trade, it is a tenth or less of anything you do. A very small, I'm talking like a fraction of your normal risk. Does everybody understand that? We all good? I'm glad. Are you guys enjoying like the educational part of risk management in real time? I'm glad we're ending this fucking Friday with the Catalyst. Do you see how the DOM is like all over the place? Whenever a risk interval is broken on a single event, you can guarantee that it's this. Okay, you can guarantee that. Are you guys amazed? This is all boot camp stuff. We're skipping ahead, but I'm glad you guys get to see a Catalyst in real time. Way better in Battlefield 6. Thank you. I think so. You guys are open to the zones. Even in the middle of the chaos, the market is still testing liquidity at each one of them. There. It's so crazy how good this is at finding liquidity. There, look, 1 bounce, 2 bounce, 3 bounces, 4 bounces, 5 bounces before it failed. Do y'all see that? 1, 2, 3, 4. It still bounces in there. And then here, 1 half, then it failed, then it worked again. Pretty neat, right? I could probably scalp this account positive using micros, making 300-400 bucks at a time. When a Catalyst is active, the rule is to automatically sit out. If you do say, you know what, I'm going to be a maverick, I'm a better trader. The reason we tell you guys to sit out, and again, I can't give you trading advice, but the reason that we do say that is because we can't trust that you have that control to not be bag holding. You might have taken a $4,000 loss and you'll come in here and say, I need to make it back. And you're gonna be hitting that shit with minis. And you're gonna turn 4,000 into 14,000. Jesus Christ, man. You have to type like 40 messages. Redwan Sani. Tung Tung Sahur. I don't even know what you're trying to tell me. What does that even mean? I don't get it. I don't understand. What does that even mean? Are you asking me a question? Is it kids Roblox talk? Oh, okay. I'm so confused. I don't understand. Just play more songs. Okay. Let's get back to it. So remember, catalyst is active when the risk interval is achieved on an index trade. Catalyst is active. If VIX moves up a risk interval, catalyst is active too. And that's the one thing we haven't checked. So you always need to double check that VIX has not moved up a risk interval. Okay. Let's double check that. And it probably has. That's the automatic sit out no matter what as well. If you go down to the table, VIX 3.85. Okay. So let's go to here. 3.85 on the VIX. Let's draw a little box, or let's do actually the low. It's 3.85 off the low of the day on VIX. So here, 3.85, 21 point, wait, 3.85, 20, 3.85, 21. My brain is not working today. 1748. My brain normally sees adding the 1748. I'm going to get exact. Oh, 3.85. Okay, my brain was adding 3.65. I was like, when I was trying to add those numbers in my head, my brain was like, that's not right. Because I was trying to add 3.65. It's 1748, which is the low. Double checking this. We need to get this number exact, by the way. Actually, it's 17.5. So it's 3.85 plus 17.5 is 21.33. Okay. So let me mark this at 21.33. This is where the VIX falls apart. Okay. If VIX moves a risk interval, you can understand if S&P moves a risk interval, that's crazy. But if VIX moves a risk interval, you can understand how that's even double to the crazy, right? Ten people bumped me out of the lead. I know it, man. With a day like that, somebody went crazy. Of all fucking things to happen, man. All right, let's grab the long here. Let me try one more time. Let's bet on long-term bull structure. Oh, that's a mini. Okay, whatever. Let's be long-term bulls here, baby. Let's be nuts. I can't trade PW's account. I have $1,000 of drawdown or else, and I'm toast. So I got to hold on to it. Look at that. 2, 3, 4 minutes, another $800. Like I could just keep scalping this. Like there's a quick thou. Like that's how quick it moves, right? That's why you're gonna do micros only. Let's just trade micros only for the rest of the day. How about that? While CAT is active, do you see? Like, look, $1,000 in a minute. I could have lost $1,000 in a minute. I'm trying to prove to you why you don't do this, right? Rips made 76K on the dump. Are you fucking kidding me? That's incredible. Ah! Damn, boy. I need to go check out that. Let me go check Jagdeep. Did he short it? Oh God. The ironic part is that the winner will be somebody that won it in one trade, but the person in the lead all week was somebody who also won it in one trade. The YOLOer got out YOLO'd probably. It's not likely that I'm still in the lead because this move was twice as big as the last move. Let's just remember. I was hoisted by my own petard. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it, y'all. So when I made the money, it was like on Tuesday. It was this teeny little move. Somebody has got to have made $200,000 in that paper account, full port on that short. But then again, you wouldn't have known to do that. You just might have been like, fuck it, all in short. But here's the thing though, right before the event, you had to have chosen to all in short right there because it was not obvious that was going to happen. Like right at the open, you would have had to place a short and been like, fuck it, let's go. Right? And also, if you shorted at the open, you'd have been squeezed 100 points before you were right. If somebody had to have just jumped into this, the volatility is too high to guarantee that somebody actually was in a full port trade and didn't lose $3,000 or $5,000 of drawdown immediately to get there. You had to exactly be full port, exactly about right in here, but the market was flat enough that there could have been some kind of advantageous trader that just got it. The flat part is what makes it where I think I've lost the market. Had the market just done this and this and this and this and this and died, nobody would have beaten me because you would have had to have jumped in it exactly there. So people that were shorting it would have blown up before that happened. But because it was flat, there had to have been a bunch of coin flippers that just said whatever, fuck it, and then. Now, question is, did anybody do that? It was flat enough that the probability is extremely high that somebody got in and did that. What do y'all think? I shouldn't have streamed it. Well, the thing is I'm the only reason I'm streaming it right now is because winning the contest doesn't mean anything to me. Like, it's just fun for fun contests. Look, our streams are 50% bigger now. Half of the world got to see me trade, and we have a huge community that keeps growing. And it's more important to me to be transparent to you guys. And if somebody beats me in the contest, I was going to give you all the $10,000 anyways. It doesn't really matter to me. But the idea is that I'm just being completely, I could be pretending right now. I should be playing mind games and just pretending I'm in a big trade. Or maybe I am playing a mind game to let you guys think I'm not secretly up $200,000. See, I told you guys I'm not going to reveal my hand. You don't know. Remember, it's a contest. You remember last time I didn't tell you guys that I was up 70K. Who knows if I'm not up 300K? Maybe I'm just trying to bait the stream snipers into thinking I didn't short it. Jan, shut up. Jan's just trolling, being funny. Jan is 100% a rock shooter trader. He was talking about how predictable it was using orb and line of sight, all that stuff. No, Rena's not calling me out. She's saying thank you for the supportive messages. Oh my God, I'm joking. Oh, I sent something really nice to her. No, she's not. No, she's not calling me out. She's all talking about suicide prevention and stuff, and I wrote her like a very heartfelt message. I think she's trying to defend her position in the space in front of other people, was also thanking people for sending nice messages. You read the last half of it. She's like, thank you for all your heartfelt messages. Mine was very nice. Yeah. Yeah. Look, I lost a friend to trading. I read this shit. It made me want to reach out. It was this, but like, look, she's definitely struggling right now because of people's impression of her. Because all this BDH stuff. So she's in it like, look, as a person that knows people, she's in very defensive mode right now. Image is everything in this space. And right now she's really trying to tailor people's opinions about her image because of what she went through. And she's dealing with stuff, but she decided to come out and she said something like, I'm struggling with my mental health right now. I'm in recovery for alcohol and drug addiction. Do not want to blow up 8 years of hard-earned sobriety. I'm a grown man who blah, blah, blah. And just basically just talking about this, like, I reached out to my therapist and sponsor, and I'm taking all the steps to get myself support I need. She's like essentially defeated. Does this feel like winning? Do you feel like a big man now? This sounds very desperate. And I've seen people in this situation before. And it's like, the other thing was like, I'm donating everything that I have to suicide prevention. Like, this is some scary stuff. And like I said, if you hear people doing this, you need to reach out, and they may not like it, but you need to tell them what they need to hear. You need to help people. And I said this, like, I was like, as a fellow human and neutral to this matter, one who cares. Hold on. What's up?
Hey, Kat is at the door. She says garage door.
Okay. All right, I'll go get her. Tell her to wait 2 minutes. I was like, Wall Street is talking about emotional resiliency, right? When you see somebody that's falling apart emotionally and crying for help, which is what that is. It's cry for help. They're wanting support, right? And like I just said, basically, like, Wall Street requires a certain amount of emotional resilience. It takes years to harden. Trust me, I know I've been through a lot. I think you seem like a nice person when you deserves very good things and certainly a healthy life. With that said, the amount of emotions you do display and in your post today sparked me to say something. This all speaks to you being ill-prepared to handle Wall Street's mental challenges. Emotions do seem fragile. Hear me out. As a coach of people, as a friend, I honestly want you to face what's in front of you. Ask yourself, is this the world you're designed to thrive in? It's not for everyone after all. I lost a friend to suicide-related trading. I can't begin to know what that dark place feels like. But had I known then what I know now, I would have coached him to quit before things got worse. Trading has destroyed many lives of the mentally unprepared. So do you really want this that bad? Think about it. Take care of yourself. I mean it. Reach out if you need a friend. Jane calling me out. She's saying thank you for sending supportive messages and keeping your thoughts and prayers. You just got to expand the thing. For her, it's just, I'm not giving up. All of this, this is about being verbally harassed or whatever from Pat, according to her, whatever. So she's saying, basically, thank you for your message. So read the whole thing. You won't say anything mean. I gave her something pretty nice. You know what I mean? The point is if somebody, you don't know if people are just faking it or feeling it. Problem with like suicide is the people that really kill themselves, as sad as it is, very rarely lets you know they're going to do it. Had they did, you would have done something. I don't take it lightly. So, like somebody, hate somebody, hate their trading, like their trading, find them annoying, whatever. Humans are humans. And if somebody's, gonna say something like that, we have a responsibility to reach out and be like, look, here's some wisdom. Are you sure this is what you want? Like, are you ready for this? And say like Pat's a narcissistic asshole. I was like, have you heard of Wall Street? Like, it doesn't get any better. This is everybody in Wall Street. Everyone's like this. Are you sure this is the world you want to be part of? If he got to you, he's mild compared to some of the trading bros I know. You know what I mean? Anyways, I hope she's doing okay. I really do. And I wish her the best. I don't know her. Don't know anything about her. there are comments brought back memories of stuff that kind of I had to deal with, you know? So what about Hugo? Did Hugo short the top? I don't know. I gotta let somebody in the house, though. I'll be back. But yeah, as far as it all goes, when it comes to like Wall Street stuff, you got to lay down, you know, everything and be a friend to people. You don't know what people have dealt with. That's the one thing about life. You never know what people have been going through. That's the hardest thing about life. You can't look at somebody and know what they've gone through and what they're going through. Nobody reveals that stuff. But I don't take it lightly when people are, you know, feigning suicidal threats or hinting or anything like that. You know, reach out. Sometimes that's all that you need to do to keep them from doing that. They just need somebody to care, somebody to listen. So always reach out. Yeah, Pip, dude, we all lost. I lost my first account the same way, dude. I was up like 28, and then overnight I traded again and went down to 23 and it busted the account. I had to reset it. So the 5-day end of the day trailing drawdown is nuts. Like, you should make an account like this. Again, the account, the design of the contest is who can YOLO the hardest on the first trade. That's really what it is. The 5K drawdown, there's no room for error. You just have to get lucky. Matt Rena was telling me to stop mansplaining. Wait, what? What the fuck? Are you kidding? Where? Reaching out when someone's talking about killing themselves and shit, and now they're like, stop mansplaining. Are you fucking kidding me? Wait, she said that? Where? What? Are you kidding? know. I mean, she's hurt, right? You know, Wall Street's big tough Wall Street hurts her. She can't handle it. And hurt people hurt people. So if she's lashing out at me, then that's exactly what it is. Hurt people hurt people. It doesn't bother me at all. I don't give a crap. People are dealing with their own baggage. I offer a supporting hand just to be kind. But hurt people. So that's what it is. I pose the best question ever, right? It's really like, ask yourself, is this what you want to be doing? If you can't handle it, is it really worth it, right? Like, I wish I would have told my friend that before he put a shotgun in his mouth, but you know, it's the most awkward funeral in the world where half the people that know he was a day trader. I thought he was going to be a filmmaker. He was an aspiring filmmaker that lived in Austin. You know? He wanted to be like Quentin Tarantino, you know? The guy that got me into trading. My friend. High school friend. He got scammed in a pump and dump. And that was that's the last I ever knew about it. And then within a week he was gone. Don't know if that was the trigger or the final trigger or part of a bunch of triggers. But I remember him being very depressed and very sad when he lost all his money in a penny stock pump and dump scheme. So, and it was a financial crisis, right? Everybody was unemployed. I mean, as a filmmaker, maybe struggling to get off the ground, maybe had no way to make an income. Maybe that was the only way. Maybe once that blew up, didn't see the light at the end of the tunnel. You know what I mean? No, dude, I fucking pump and dumpers. I'll fucking destroy every last one of them. You kidding me? Yeah, Matt Kors, fucking loser. I see my fucking friend losing his life to that piece of shit. You know what I mean? I will ruin Matt Kors. I will absolutely ruin that guy. You better fucking believe it. No mercy on that. In a month and a half, whether it's in fucking trading contests or whether it's in fucking court, I will be standing on a pile of his fucking ashes. He wants a contract, he's gonna get a contract. My lawyer said his verbal agreement on Twitter constitutes as a contract, and I can sue him for breach of contract. And a verbal contract. That's pretty cool. But he's drafting up a contract right now for this trading contest. I'm going to expose the shit out of that guy for being a pump and dumper. You better fucking believe it. You don't out money me in this world. You said you'll invite Rena to a third world country and show her what real suffering is. Yeah, I know. A lot of people in this world have different variables of suffering. Yeah, no mercy to people that pump and dump to make an income off of pumping shit and dumping it on people. I have no mercy for it. That's why all the Lances and all these guys, that's really where it comes from. I can't stand it. I can't stand that people go out there and pretend to do what I do every day. And trick people. What do you do with AMC? He's the guy that invented the AMC ape community and pumped AMC up and told everybody to buy it and buy it and buy it. And the whole time the guy was selling to them his exit liquidity. Promoting it on YouTube, dumping it onto people every time it popped. People buy it and he'd dump it. Made a fortune on it. Oh yeah. Anyways, like I said, if anybody has problems or anybody says they have problems, always reach out. Don't be afraid if they hurt you back or they're mad at you back or whatever. Like you should, you know, like I said, hurt people will hurt people. If somebody needs to punch somebody, I'll take a punch from someone so they feel better if I'm just like an innocent third party, but always reach out if someone's crying for help, even if they're fucking fake crying or not. It doesn't matter. Take it seriously. You'll be sorry if you didn't, you know. MFF, baby, in 30 minutes. Yeah. People on the stream are saying they're still a believer in it. People still watch that stream. He's not bigger than we are. He's small, dude. Like, his shit is small now. I think they were big during the AMC thing, but he didn't barely put 1,000 people in his stream. I don't know. Who wants to pump Blockbuster stock? Let's do it, dude. I'm totally 100% in. Yeah, somebody said I'm right. When you reach out and somebody's rude back, it's usually a clear indicator of inner suffering. Yeah, but you're doing the right thing, you know. They, you know. You know, that's... I've been through enough real suffering with real people to know that it's okay. Reach out, take a punch or two, do the right thing. Yeah. Some people just, like I said, my buddy probably wasn't mentally prepared for Wall Street. You know what I mean? It's the thing is like people don't, and I wish Sean Sawyer was here to comment on that. He'd be the expert more than I am. Like he knows, he's 1,000 times more wise about this. Trading ruins lives, and people don't investigate that or even describe that in their trading coaching. They don't teach you guys that trading ruins lives, and you have to be prepared. That's why my boot camp is tough. That's why I'm like, you show up on time or I'm banning you from the boot camp and refunding you. Why? Well, I don't want you to be the next person with a shotgun in your mouth. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really, really carry that weight. It wasn't my responsibility. It was just a friend, but I carry that weight. You know, I don't want you guys to get caught blindside or scammed by some schemer and not prepared to handle what's in front of you, you know? So that's how I am. I'm rough and tough on you guys, but that's the whole point. It's like, I'm preparing you for this. So you can't go, oh, Wall Street's so mean. Why is it so mean to me? I don't understand. Like, you know what I mean? Like Robinhood gamified trading enough for every average Joe believes it's fucking achievable world for them. You know, in the 1980s, Wall Street was a world of sharks. And right now it's a world of pussies. It really is. Entitled pussies who can't make it. And they cry when they can't make it. And they can't handle the emotions that come with it. This is the pussy world we live in. Gen Z pussified world. You need to absolutely be a rigid, emotionless, cutthroat shark, or you will get chewed up and spit out, and nobody's gonna hug you when you're down. You are fucking lucky if someone even cares about you when you're broke and penniless, sitting on the outside of the stock exchange on Wall Street begging for $1 because you lost everything. Most people will kick you as they walk by. That's the world we live in. Absolutely ruthless. Yeah, Jesse Livermore. Yeah, the guy that wrote the book everybody reads. He unalived himself as well, you know? Like, it's not a world that's easy for people, and people don't really get that. They get the glitz and glamour of like, hey, check out my Lambo, check out how rich I am, check out all this money I made. And then somebody goes in there and ruins their life, loses their family, loses their kids, loses all their money, left penniless, left broke. And why? Because they were chasing a dream by some con artist, you know? And the con artist is the one that swept all the money into their pockets. You know, there's a reason I have $1 boot camp. I have this responsibility. I would feel guilty selling a $10,000 boot camp, even though it's probably worth it. You guys might even pay for it. I can make $10 million a year selling trading courses. It's $1 a class because I want you to know that my goal is really, really, really just to teach. I go hoarse at the end of every day from all the talking. And for my health, for my health decline, I'm not making $1 off of it. I really want people to leave the boot camp and go out there and say, this changed my life. You know what I mean? And say like, wow, somebody else was bamboozling me and I was throwing thousands and thousands of dollars at this. And like, Matt, you gave me the perfect bullshit indicator. I can see this thing for what it was and realize I'm being bamboozled. And I might have just saved your family. You know, I might just kept you from getting divorced. You know, I believe there's a butterfly effect to what we do here. And I hope other people do the same thing, you know, like really do the work. soundbite for Lance. Like I said, everybody's yeah. You were short from 67.96. Let's go. Can you tell us more about Lance Beat? Thought he was legit. No, he made up the story. He's never made $100 million in profit. It's 100% fabricated. He probably made 10 million, which is what the prop firm he worked for legitimized, that he made $10 million in a year, like maybe 2 years in a row, which is commendable. But I mean, you know, anybody leveraged up like that can make one or two big years. And can you sustain that? Did you actually have a good strategy, or just aping the longs for a year with levered money and then you've blown up ever since? You know, I believe that's the real case. A couple big years, put his name on the board, everybody remembered, and done nothing substantial ever since, but still trying to ride the wave and pretend like he's still crushing every year. Probably, you know, like I said, not taking away, you probably made like 20 mil for the firm. Probably took home, what, half of that and 60% of that after taxes. So probably took home 3 million a year. In 10 years, you can burn that pretty quick. You can sell a course once you run out of money. I believe that's what happened. That's just a belief, though. But I'd be willing to bet that's what happened. PW's gonna try to update the leaderboard. I'm so scared, you guys. I am so scared. All right, y'all wanna watch PW's live stream right now? Okay, hold on. Hold on, let's go there. But he wants to know, dude. He wants to know. I want to know more than anything. Hold on, let me log in. I gotta go to my funded TV. Hold on. All right, let's go here. Let's see what he is. Is he gonna update the leaderboard right now? I'm so scared. I don't want to know. What's he saying? Hold on.
The problem is, like, once you trade the NASDAQ for a while, the trading the ES is just like...
It's hard to go back.
Yeah.
Oh, who's this third guy on their stream? They have like a third guy on their stream today. Who's this third guy on their stream?
I did it.
Does he hire a third guy?
Yeah, well, shh. Don't tell anybody. We don't want to go back to the ES. Come on.
Oh yeah, stay on
And then we'll
NQ.
I want the crazy fuckers.
Dude, I mean, NQ it's like, I would say NQ is the most fun to trade for sure. Like,
well, I mean, the problem is, like, as soon as you switch over to the ES, and that's when the NASDAQ gets good. Like, you know, it's like whenever you switch, like, oh, let me go trade the Dow, man. Look at the Dow.
Oh,
Look at how good the Dow's trading right now.
I'm not that lame. I won't do that.
RTY? Gold? Everyone always yelling at me. Patrick, trade the gold. Trade gold, Patrick.
I'm going to mute that. Turn a little bit.
I would say a lot of the tickets that we get for people that like got slipped on something.
Oh, that's a Lucid CEO. Oh, that is him. I did have a meeting with him, but he didn't have a camera on. That's the Lucid guy. Okay, cool. Yeah, I had a meeting with that guy the other day. His name was there were two guys. It was Leo and what's the other guy's name? AJ, yeah, AJ and Leo. Yeah, I talked to them like 2-3 days ago. Yeah, he's a really cool dude. Like, I really like what they're doing over there. Yeah. That's AJ, right? Okay. All right, y'all. I gotta get ready for my funded TV in a little bit.
Doesn't happen often, but it's possible if the spread is big enough. So people will, like, it's always gold where it's like, oh, I hit DLL, but I blew my account. It's like, well, you hit DLL.
Oops.
max loss limit because you were max size for CPI and gold ripped. Like,
Look at that, rip
you know what I mean?
back up here.
So it's not really, it's like not slippage and meaning that the fills are bad. It's just like, you know, when you have a DLL, it's going to market you at when it gets hit and you get filled when you get filled.
Day trading with Matt. Did you trade? He's in the chat right now. Sorry. Matt, did you put a trade on?
He said it was a fun ride. I'm sure somebody bumped me. LOL.
Fuck. I gotta find out, man. We gotta find out. I can't wait till the end of the day. All right, chat. Have you got any? Are you reading the chat, AJ?
You told me not to.
Oh, well, you can read it now.
All right, hold on.
Look at that.
I keep getting timed out because I'm not a subscriber.
I love that. I love to hear that.
I mean, that was, you know, I had a lot of people that messaged me that like they're like, you know,
All right.
they knew they weren't gonna win, but they were like, it was fun just to like be a part of it, right?
Yeah.
Like it's just cool to like kind of just be a part of it.
Yeah.
You know, it's something different, a little change up, a little like competition. People in the chat were fired up, you know, like it's good times. I mean,
It's always fun to have a little friendly competition,
you know, like we're always
little
training, everybody's
bragging
training,
rights.
everyone's all serious. The cool thing about the competition is like you're kind of like, obviously you're like, you know, you're not gonna get a payout either way, so it's kind of like
Just for traders to settle stuff.
no one would. I have literally told every ICT fucking guru I would bet them $250,000 that they cannot come to the BDH and trade live, and not one of them has done it.
Okay. All right, guys, I got to roll out of here. I got to run over to My Funded TV to finish out the day. Chances are, I don't know if I'm going to stream this afternoon, but we're going to play Battlefield all night tonight. So make sure you go to the Discord. Make sure you go to the gaming channel, drop your gamer tag in there. We'll be squatting up later. Maybe I'll stream in the afternoon for a little bit, but no boot camp today. Gaming stream. That might be kind of fun though. Play Battlefield and then stream it. Do you have student discounts or memberships? Yeah, Jacob. And I'll get to you guys at some of your student stuff over the weekend for Monday. If you are a student, a high school or college student, our entire platform and software is only $20 and the bootcamp is free. So we subsidize it for students and only have a discount like that for students only. No other discount. So the idea is if you can send me your government issued ID plus your student ID and then proof of your enrollment. If you're in high school, just send your driver's license, right? That'll prove, or your whatever, your student ID that proves you're in high school. And of course, if you don't have a driver's license because you're like in 9th grade or whatever, then send like a curriculum or something. You got to prove to me that you're you and prove to me that you're still in school. In college, send your ID, your college ID, and then a tuition bill or something. As long as you're in school, it's $20 a month. Yeah. No veterans, no military, no senior discount. We don't do anything like that. Since we're an educational platform, I'm subsidizing people that are also paying for education elsewhere to lessen the load of their burden while they're trying to build themselves in life. I don't want to be a bill they have to pay when they should be worrying about getting through school. You know what I mean? That's the only discount that we have for that. Also, we do, yeah. And of course, if you have a severe economic hardship, I mean, we're not jerks here, you know, I don't want to limit anybody. But we also be fair to other people that do pay full price as well. If you have like a severe economic hardship, we've been pretty nice about things like that. The community is like a family here, and our goal is, you know, to help people out based on where you are in life, you know. So Black Friday sale for lifetime, there will be one, yeah, $1,500 off. Shouldn't a high schooler be in class right now? Yeah, you'd be surprised how many freaking high schoolers sit there on their iPhones and trade in school when they should be in school and stuff. It's insane how many people are like, oh, I got my phone taken away from my teacher because I was day trading. Like, what? Full price is $4,000. The discount is $25 when we do it. You go to my Discord and you send it to me, Jacob. Discord is in description below the video. Thanks for tuning in, guys. What a fantastic day.
And I just want to say, like, if you but October.
Trends we ride with heads held high. Resilience makes the weak